So, all right. So once again, I'm live. Um, Coming to you on this Thursday night. It's an interesting night, actually. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on in the world, globally, locally, and here. Uh, Let me send you the link straight out then. Let's try it again. But I just say, yeah. Okay. Got you. Yeah. All right. Got you. All right. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you come on in if you want to. Let me see. I don't know why I said I wasn't, but I'm up here. It is what it is. Right. Yeah, where you at? Yeah. Gotcha. All right now. Well, that's good. Well, all right. So they've been lying to us again. Hey, how you doing? You all right? Can you hear me?
I hear you, BJ. I hear you.
All right, gotcha. All right. So they've been lying to us a lot about these job numbers. Which I already knew that, but I don't know. Maybe they should tell you better than me.
An economic bombshell basically just went off in the United States, and it shows just how bad the American economy is right now. So these are the annual benchmark revisions. So these are the non-farm payrolls, not to get into too much of the weeds, but basically the Bureau of Labor Statistics is.
What's up, Frank?
Oh, what up, what up? Salute. Dawson, what up, what up?
What's the word, Frank?
It's another day, you know?
All right, look. So, Frank, this is what we're talking about. They've been telling you about all these job numbers and all that. Well, you're going to find out it ain't so. Big lie.
Now revise these numbers that the Biden administration told us about, and it turns out 818,000 jobs that the Biden-Harris White House claimed that they created do not exist. Wouldn't you love to know? To me, this is like criminal, because you're lying to the American people. You're telling the American people that you created nearly 1 million jobs and you're using it to curry political favor, and it's a total lie. You're lying to the American people.
Well, yes, especially because this is the one metric that they've been using to say that the economy is recovering. So they know inflation is wild, up in wild numbers. They know that the dollar has been devalued. They know that wages are down. They know all of these things, but they've been saying, yes, but jobs numbers are up. Turns out that's a lie. So this is the only thing they've got. And we see them repeating this over and over again. There was a hilarious video with Don Lemon over the weekend that was trending, where he was telling people, Trump voters who were saying, no, the economy was better under Trump. And he says, no, the numbers don't support that. This is all they had. Now there are no numbers that support that we are better off under the Biden-Harris administration.
So Don Lemon using basically fake numbers to go out and kind of provoke people on the boardwalk, which was hilarious. So yes, the Biden administration, Harris administration padded the numbers to make it look like they created nearly 1 million jobs that they didn't.
This is a huge revision down, 818,000 fewer jobs. This is basically the government's overstated the amount of people in the workforce. And even when you look under this, manufacturing was down 115,000 people. So this is a revision down, a significant revision down, the largest in 15 years that we've seen. And it basically says that the government has now overstated the amount of people who are working in this workforce. It shows weakness in the job markets over the past year that we didn't realize was there, but now we know is there. So again, 818,000 overall jobs down, manufacturing down 115,000 in this. And if you just wrote construction down 45,000. So these numbers are huge numbers in revisions down.
So those are jobs that existed at this time last year, and they don't exist this year. So at this time last year, 800,000 people more had jobs, and they don't now.
We've already exposed how they lied about the crime rates, how the Biden administration lied about the crime rates, and they hid the real FBI crime data. And they worked in conjunction with the FBI to hide these numbers, by the way. We've exposed that. We had a former FBI data analyst on the show to explain exactly how the Biden administration is faking these numbers, so you don't believe anything that they're saying. And now they're caught lying about jobs data. What else are they lying about? I ask you. What do you think? Just so you understand what kind of a shell game this is, okay? Almost all of the jobs that were added were government jobs, and they were indirectly paid for by taxpayers. In other words, government-funded jobs, not real jobs, government jobs. Just take a look at this. As EJ Antoni points out, more than half the jobs added in the last year were either in government or paid for by tax dollars. Like when the government gives a grant to a hospital, which then uses that money to hire a nurse, it's essentially an indirect hire by the government. Look at this: healthcare, government, leisure, hospitality, construction. So more than half of them were government jobs or paid for indirectly by taxpayers. Again, what a shell game. So 2 weeks ago, though, I have a question for Jerome Powell, because he's in Jackson Hole, Wyoming right now. Of course, they're having their big Fed kind of private meeting right now. And they're planning on slashing interest rates in September, right? So did Powell know these data points 2 weeks ago when he said this about the labor market, or is he lying? Watch.
Overall, a broad set of indicators suggests that conditions in the labor market have returned to about where they stood on the eve of the pandemic. Strong, but not overheated.
So did he have that?
Well, look like a lot of job loss been happening and never existed, but that's not what he told you. But hey, I mean, you knew this anyway, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you knew, right? What do you say, Dawson? You kind of knew this, right?
Yeah, well, it makes sense because now all the government money that they gave with COVID, we know it's true, BJ. Guess what? Since that money ran out, what they've been doing, laying people off, even at hospitals now, even nurses. Look at Texas Children's Hospital here. You know, that's the hospital that got caught. The doctor blew the whistle about them still doing transgender surgeries, even though that's against state law here in Texas, okay? Look at them laying all these people off. Look at people getting kicked off of Medicaid, okay? While the extra people you hired to process Medicaid laid off now. They fudged the numbers, BJ. We haven't had any GDP growth. That's what a recession is. Negative job growth, increased unemployment. BJ, you might want to play that next. I'll end on this, how unemployment is it ain't gonna be enough money for people to get unemployment. Look that up.
Well, I know about it. Yeah, I actually looked into that, actually. Yeah, Frank, what do you think?
Yeah, so this is a fact, man. They've been debunking this, and look how she talk about that $25,000 little plan she talk about. But then, you know, how you gonna talk about giving back 20? But shit, you stole way more much from the fucking American people from that those housing fucking fraud prices and shit. You know, Baker stole from all them damn people in California, man, and then you bailed them out. And then you talking about $25,000? What the fuck is that? Like that? Yeah, that's a slap in the face.
Well, actually, that ain't for you.
No, that's for them.
That's for them. Okay. Yeah, like
She said that.
well Frank, she told y'all she wanna give us $25,000 for a new home, which is impossible to anyway, that's another story for another day. But did you see what California offering? 0% interest loans to illegal aliens? Man, watch what these people do, not what they say.
They're trying to put them in there. They want the new homes and everything for them and businesses and everything for them. So they could be flourishing.
Didn't you break down the law, Frank, or did somebody else break it down? They said her proposal for that is people who never had a home before, or their parents never owned a home before. So that knocks a lot of people out the box. They tell you right there that's for illegals. Read the fine print. These people lie.
Now,
you got to go by actions, not by words. That's real.
You know what? This is kind of interesting right here because this thing with unemployment you're talking about, right? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, BJ, it's unemployment. Go search a video from a guy named John Williams, and just type of John Williams unemployment, and you can play it from there.
Well, actually, it's funny because it's been going on. As a matter of fact, you know, some of these videos even 3 years ago where they said they won't have no money for unemployment.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's been going
it
on.
has been going on for years. You're absolutely correct.
Oh yeah, I know about this guy. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I looked at this video. Yeah.
Hey Meta, take a photo.
Hey, what's up, guys? John here. The unemployment program could soon be a thing of the past. They just announced this morning that they're thinking about pulling this program entirely because they're not going to be able to support the amount of demand that could soon come if unemployment gets any worse. Right now, they say the unemployment rate's about 4.3%.
Job growth in the U.S. slowed much more than expected during the month of July.
The unemployment rate, 4.3%.
But when you really start to look out there, you start to look at what the big companies are doing, you could tell clearly that number is going to radically rise. For example, Cisco, they just announced today that they're going to be getting ready for another round of layoffs between 4,000 to 8,000 jobs.
Is cutting 4,000 jobs, about 5% of its global workforce, on top of thousands of job cuts last year.
You have, Paramount, they're laying off 2,000 employees 20 hours ago. You have other companies like John Deere issuing layoffs, Dell, 12,500 employees 3 days ago. You have Children's Hospital laying off 5%. Just these 5 entities laying off over 20,000 Americans. Just these 5 companies. Not to consider, all the layoffs from Tesla and all these other big companies, the small businesses. Layoffs are growing by the day. And they said that if this continues to get worse, they're going to have to pull the plug. But if they pull the plug, what will happen to all these Americans? What would be the new program, the new solution to combat this rising crisis? Because that's exactly what it is. We're walking into a very, very, very big change in America. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what this change is going to look like and where we're all going. Please hit the like button, YouTube will share the content, educate more people about what's going on in America's economy. If you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself, what I believe is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to invest in distressed real estate, there's going to be a lot of distress in this economy. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for those with great credit. So if you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, or closures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any issue at all in your credit report, go to greatcreditfast.com, click the link in the description just below this video, schedule a free call for Monday, and you can check out our reviews on Trustpilot. Take a look at this. So this is where we're going. We're going into a phase where corporations are going to have one of 3 options: automate, outsource, or lay off. That's what they're going to be doing. And so JP Morgan Chase announced today that it's going to be giving employees an AI assistant powered by ChatGPT maker OpenAI. Now, look at what Citigroup did. They have a project called Project Bora Bora. And in this project, they're basically saying they're going to lay off most of their staff, and they are going to, last year they committed to laying off 20,000 employees. Big banks in America laid off a combined 60,000. But what they said is they can automate a lot of this with AI, right? And when JP Morgan Chase says we're going to give our employees an AI assistant, do you think they're giving them an AI assistant for fun? Or do you think they're giving them the AI assistant because they want the employees to train this assistant and then they can see where they can cut costs, right? This is what's going to happen. We're going to see this across the entire economy. JP Morgan Chase has rolled out generative AI assistant to tens of thousands of its employees, the initial phase of a broader plan to inject the technology throughout the bank. The program called LLM Suite is already helping more than 60,000 employees with tasks like writing emails and reports. The software is expected to eventually be as ubiquitous within the bank as the video conferencing program Zoom. People with knowledge of the plans told CNBC. This is going to be a big movement across all other facets of the economy, whether it's banking, whether it's finance, accounting, taxes. It doesn't matter what industry. We're going to start seeing companies start to adopt this technology to reduce costs in a changing economy. Consumers are tapped out. They have less money to spend, as they did a couple of years ago. And these businesses are feeling the pinch, right? So look at what's going on in the housing market. Housing market, they said that if they lowered interest rates, if rates got away from 8%, away from 7%, and they've gotten the mid sixes, if you have great credits, high fives, the economy would boom. Housing market would just take off. It would explode. But that's not happening. In fact, home sales are at all-time lows. Buyers are tapped out. It's as this twilight zone. Redfin CEO befuddled at housing market as sales stay low despite lower rates. Just came out a couple of days ago. It's not often that the phrase urine and blood make it to a public company's earnings call with analysts, but that's what you get with the CEO of Redfin, Glenn Kelman. Longtime CEO, known for his colorful housing market commentary on earnings calls, was at it again on Tuesday. The Seattle companies report the second quarter financial results. Redfin's revenue came in, right? And so talking about their losses, well, net losses were $27.9 million, slightly higher than the year ago, right? Now, you look at what's happening in the housing market. Buyers are tapped out. Foreign buyers are pulling back. This 252,000 views, it just came out. 252,000 views on that. And now it's 312,000 views. They're pulling back. The U.S. Economist signals a painful reckoning looming over markets, right? You have Warren Buffett. He owns more treasury bills than the Federal Reserve itself. Why are all these companies doing this? Why are wealthy people leaning into T-bills? It's because we're walking into a period of the economy where they're not chasing a return on capital. They're chasing a return of capital. They don't want to lose their money. And a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money coming very, very, very soon. Now, what they said today, they said the unemployment insurance program is unprepared for a recession. And they said here that renewed fears of a U.S. recession have put a spotlight on unemployment. However, the system that workers rely on to collect unemployment benefits is at risk of buckling, as it did during the pandemic. If there's another economic downturn, it absolutely isn't ready for the next recession, right? They say that the unemployment rate is 4.3% and it's ill-equipped to pay benefits quickly and accurately, right? And so they go on and they talk about different industries and why it was going to buckle. They said the national unemployment rate hit 15% in 2020, the highest since the Great Depression. Now, they say that if it hits these numbers, it could be a big problem for unemployment. Basically, you get wiped out. Now, if you look at Canada, for example, Canada's youth unemployment rate is now at 14.2% in July. It's highest since September 2012, excluding the pandemic. Among young men, the unemployment rate jumped 1.3 percentage points in July to a whopping 16%, with a massive 5 percentage points since the start of 2024. Nearly 20% of young men in Canada are currently unemployed. Overall, Canada's economy lost 2,000 jobs last month, making the second straight monthly drop.
Impact that. So it's a lot of jobs lost, but you ain't getting basically no state or federal benefit for losing it, because unemployment is backed by state and federal government. I mean, the funds running dry.
See, the thing is, they're not running dry for the migrants though.
And that means Social Security running dry too.
Yeah, you could play that next. If they don't fix it, which I don't think they are, by 2033, you getting a 20 to 29% cut. And that's everybody, whether you've been on it. I'm talking about SSI, not SSDI.
We're gonna you know what? We're gonna come to that Social Security thing in a minute. I forgot there's a clown show going on tonight.
That's right. That's
I
right.
forgot there's a clown show going on.
Yeah. Just play the circus.
Well, no. We're gonna play the circus. We're gonna play a guy named Steve Harvey. He's gonna let you know everything you need to know. He's gonna let you need to know that well, yes, but he say he's looking out for Kamala Harris very much. Let's see, where is
Well,
Steve?
just make sure after you play that, you show that video when he met with former President Trump.
Oh yeah.
I don't see how people take these people serious. You see, the sheep will be led to be slaughtered. You need to be on a plantation.
Winfrey too.
Man, Oprah Winfrey was talking like a straight man. Did y'all hear her voice? I mean, hold on. Should I call Oprah the person?
Man.
When the sawdust settles and the engine roars, the thing you care about is a job well done. But when you get
okay, let's just get in. Can we please be out of that boat about how he
on her again, or how many other times it's needed to get her into office?
Steve Harvey's of the world take the $10,000 or to tap dance for Democrats. And here's what Steve Harvey had to say.
But we can definitely do the interview. Well, first of all, we're going to have her on her again, or how many other times it's needed to get her into office. Brother Umar, let me say this, man. I absolutely love some of the things you say. I really, really do, man. Some of the stuff I don't always agree with, but ain't nobody got to agree with everything I say. But let me clear the air on something.
First off, why does Steve Harvey look like he's struggling bad? I know he's not. I know he's not struggling. But why is his shirt collar busted wide open like that? Looking ashy as I don't know what. Does the DNC plantation got you guys stressed out like that? It looks like tap dancing for Kamala has Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, DL Hughley stressed out to the point to where they're not even keeping up with themselves anymore. Look at Steve Harvey's collar. Why is it just busted open like that, bro? Come on, man, fix that up. Fix that, you know what I'm saying? Right? That's the crackhead vibes. Don't just look like, like a dope fiend. Look, just dope fiend vibes. That is crazy. That is crazy. And let me get to my man, Saul. I appreciate you, bro. Always taking care of me and my family via the super chat. I guarantee everybody, if you were to share TD's videos, you will not have any friends. You'll lose a lot of family members, especially like, the older ones, your mother and grandparents and stuff like that. They definitely won't mess with you anymore after watching my videos. Well, let's get back into this, man. I appreciate you, Saul, for coming through like you always do. Well, let's get back into the rambling of Steve Harvey and what he had to say here. Like I said, giving crackhead vibes, giving like the stressed out, it's hard out here for DNC shill vibes, man. Let's get back into it.
You can't hire Steve Harvey for $10,000 to do nothing.
Thanks.
Let me just A that out the way. I don't know where you got that number from, but you can't offer Steve Harvey $10,000 to do nothing.
Why he look like this?
Let me just A that out the way. I don't know where you got that.
Wait a minute, did you see the itching? Oh no. Oh, come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. He itching and everything.
Please. You can't hire Steve Harvey for $10,000 to do nothing. Let me just A that out the way.
To do nothing. This is
but you can't offer Steve Harvey $10,000 to do nothing. No, you can go through the industry and ask about me. Bro, let me tell you something. Omar, let me tell you something, man.
And you call him Omar. Genesis said that's that diesel.
There ain't no.
She hears something. Let
time to Terry
run a little bit,
man. And I'm doing this absolutely free of charge because I want this country to be in her hands as opposed to Donald Trump's hands. That's why I do it. Now, me and Ricky Smiley happen to be on the same page. Now, we Q's now, and so is D.L. Hughley. And Q's kind of run the airways of black radio.
Okay. See, what have I been talking about this whole time?
What did he just say? What did he just say? He said the Q's run black radio now. You heard what he said, right? He let you know. He let you know what time it is. Don't be mad. He let you know what you should have already known. But hey, man, thank you, Steve, for letting me know. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Now you see why he doing what he do. He part of the divine.
I'm telling you. Did he say it?
He said it.
But see,
Dawson,
this should kind of sound some kind of alarm though. So y'all basically doing some nepotism type shit and just making sure y'all little corny ass people from y'all sororities are on radio. That's corny, man. So what if somebody that wanted to actually be a journalist and shit and was determined, somebody black that really wanted to do that shit, couldn't do it because y'all motherfuckers are fucking blocking that shit.
Man, he let you know he a fret boy.
Right.
He gave you the rundown.
It's a big club and you ain't in it. That's wrong.
He let you know. Now he gonna let you know a little bit more. Don't hold back, Steve. Keep talking.
Every time I speak about these guys are looking years, and then proximity to the political. They are all about themselves. Be in his radio show or
black radio.
All right, purple and gold.
But we also understand what's at stake here. So no, I haven't received a single dollar from anybody to do what I do. And I'm doing it gladly for free. Yes. And I'm going to freely have her on here again and again and again. I am going to freely ask soft-ass questions. I am going to freely lob the basketball so she can slam dunk all these questions. Yes. I'm going to freely sit here and agree. So
I mean, I don't know. He's telling you.
He just told you I ain't giving out no pushback. I'm just going to freely agree with anything Ms. Harris says. I ain't, you better agree Ms. Harris says. As a matter of fact, she might tell you like Charlemagne, stop talking like a Republican. So you better shut your goddamn mouth. Damn. I don't hear a lot of barking from the Q dogs. Ruff, ruff. Clown. Some king of comedy you are. You ain't nothing but a goddamn clown, man. It is what it is. Don't be mad, Dawson. He just let you know who he is. When they tell you who they are, believe him. Please do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Big club and you ain't in it.
I'm not mad at Steve Harvey, but he let you know.
Well, Steve, did he have that energy when he met with Donald Trump that time? The former president? I mean, they ain't Steve. They had to stuff you down that bad where you lost your whole show. I don't even know if you still doing Family Feud. They done downgraded you to radio now, Steve Harvey. See,
Yep.
Karma don't miss nobody. And the reason his shirt and all them look distressed, because BJ, Frank, and the audience, let's be honest. They know when Trump wins, they ain't got no job no more. Okay? We see what happened with
Let
Tom
me ask you
Joyner.
this.
Okay? We see what happened with, well, he dead now because he got boosted up out of here, but he been needed to go. Joe Madison, which Gay Obama would never come on his show, by the way. BJ, that he kept. I remember Joe Madison when I used to listen to Urban X before they took the real people off, like Armstrong, Williams, and Godfrey, the comedian Godfrey. Gay Obama would never come on the show.
Well, let me say something about Steve Harvey. Now, he did also come out and say that Trump, did some things, but at the same time, he gonna, still rock with Kamala Harris because they in the Divine Nine thing. He didn't say that part. I'm telling you that. He letting you know they're in the Divine Nine, so that's why he's doing this.
Because I feel like when you took a picture with him and you got a lot of backlash, a lot of hate, all kinds of negative energy. But when we met you, you explained to us the story. And when you explained to us the story, it was so crazy because it just goes to show you how something can be changed and a narrative can be painted and people just run with half of what they see and they don't even understand it. Can you explain that infamous moment?
Well, first of all, if I listened to my wife, it wouldn't have been no infamous moment.
First lesson.
That's
the first lesson.
Start.
Lesson number one.
That's number one. But here's what happened. Before he got sworn in, he had appointed Ben Carson to the head of HUD. And HUD is Housing and Urban Development. It's the only black on the cabinet. So I said, let me go up there and meet Ben Carson. So when I got to Trump Towers, I went in, sat down to meet with him, and he said, why are you here? I said, I want to meet Ben Carson because I have an idea. He got Ben Carson on the phone. Ben Carson talked right away. I told him the idea I had. I wanted to take some of these schools that they had destroyed and shut down in black neighborhoods, and I wanted to take them and turn them into what I call vision centers, where we would create financial literacy, after-school programs, and get these young cats off the street so they have something to do, and then give the parents some financial literacy. He fell in love with the idea. I leave the building, I'm on the elevator, Donald Trump say, I'll ride down with you. I said, I'll be damned. So he gets on the elevator, he riding down with him. Now, before I got on the elevator, I told the reporters, I'll be back over and tell you why I'm here. I walk up to the reporters, he walks in front of me. He the president to be, right? So he walks in front of me, now I'm standing there. First word out his mouth was, we're gonna repeal and replace Obamacare. I didn't say shit about that. I didn't mention none of that. Oh, what you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there going,
So he give you the reason why he was seen with Donald Trump right here. Okay, just point it out there.
He a damn lie. He a damn lie.
Hey man, I didn't tell you that's what he said.
That's why the chickens coming home to roost on their ass.
This shit don't even sound right, do it?
Do that even sound right, BJ? Do that even fucking sound right? Why the fuck would Ben Carson and Trump be in the same place? And Trump decide, well, I get on the elevator and ride down with you. That even sound like some shit Trump would do. Why would he get on the elevator and ride down with you if he know you met with Ben Carson?
Well, he said he called Ben Carson.
Okay,
now,
so you said you got caught in your lie. You said you called them.
Well, he said Trump called Ben Carson, got him before they went in there. But I think, why are you talking about this repeal and replace of Obamacare and all that stuff? why he mentioned that? And he was like, he acted like he didn't want him to get on the elevator. You really think I think you went to Trump Tower just to do all
You
that?
think Trump would say some shit like that? You think, oh, you that prestigious Trump gonna say, well, let me get on the elevator and ride down with you and what? What? He don't give a darn about you, Steve Harvey. You a peon.
Man,
You know you met with Trump. You know you met with Trump. Stop lying. Because Trump would have to give the go-to Ben Carson to do it. Fool. You got to sit at the table with Trump, his people, and Ben Carson. Fool. Just like the HBCU did. HBCU presidents did. Pull that. Matter of fact, I'm going to just start. What I'm going to start doing, I'm just start posting shit. Oh, Trump so bad? Well, why did he do this? Trump so bad? Well, why did he do that? And Obamacare need to go. I didn't help so Obamacare before, and it is a disaster. How is it Affordable Care Act when you got a $20,000 deductible? Meaning, if you don't pay that $20,000 deductible and you get your behind in that hospital and you hospitalized, you get $0 treatment unless you can pay cash until you can come up with that $20,000 deductible. Oh, and don't pay your hospital bills. Just get ready to end up in bankruptcy court and end up homeless. Because that's one way they can come take all your stuff, even your house.
Well, here's the clown show. And Al Sharpton actually brought on members of the exonerated five or the certified five onto the DNC stage tonight as well. But
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. I stand before you as the president of National Action Network.
In action.
We do not endorse candidates, but we report where candidates stand on criminal justice, economic empowerment, health equity, and other issues. On one side of this race is Donald
Trump. So why you at the DNC?
A fellow New Yorker I've known for 40 years. Only once in that time did he take a position on racial issues. He spent a small fortune on full-page ads calling for the execution of 5 innocent young teenagers. Well, I'm gonna bring them out in a minute, and you'll hear from them tonight. Because they were not executed, they're here to continue to fight. But it was there that I saw Trump love to fan racial flames. On the other side is a woman that I've walked with in Selma, Alabama to commemorate the 59th anniversary of Bloody Sunday. Kamala Harris spoke to me that day about unity and passing bills. All I ever heard from Donald Trump was how he can get an advantage. I see one candidate who wants to protect the right to vote while the other has tried to cook up 11,000 votes in Georgia. I see a candidate who, with Joe Biden, brought leaders to the White House to confront violent hatred, running against a man who said neo-Nazis in Charlottesville were fine people.
All right, let's stop there right there. Let's stop it. I live an hour away from Charlottesville. This ain't nothing to do with no goddamn, Jews will not replace us. That was the words, okay? I mean, I live an hour away from Charlottesville, dude. Like, in Dawson. Look, that ain't nothing, man. That shit ain't nothing.
Exactly, BJ. Tell the truth. It was about Jews will not replace. See,
like, okay. And the shit won't even like they, oh my God. Look, man, let me tell you something, man. And Tifa and them was sent there. We had some guys that I know from the nation went out there. The young brother Harris, the brother, he was out there. They did beat the brother ass, but look, I just shouldn't have been out there to me. That's how I put it like that. But nevertheless, My thing is, don't get into that. But that was about Jews would not replace us. So he telling a damn lie. Okay. Now, so, you know, I don't want to play his whole speech because there was another clown at the circus. I got to cover the clown show. You know this one mighty well, Dawson. You know it. Every block. You know it very well. The one that changed appearances all the time. This one, yeah. Her.
They done brought ghetto hoods. Oh my gosh. I know my friend's gonna be very disappointed.
Well, good evening, America.
What the hell she got on? She look like somebody grandma.
On November 5th, our nation will hire a president, a commander-in-chief, and leader of the free world. So let's compare their resumes, shall we?
Hey, wait a minute, man. Hey, look, Dawson. I might only get 2 minutes out of this video because I know this bro ain't got no lace front. Oh my God. Hey, yo, I'm about to. Hey, man, yo. I'm about to trip in this motherfucker. Hold on, man. Hey, man. All right, BJ, get yourself together, man.
One candidate worked at McDonald's while she was in college at an HBCU. HU.
Oh my
the
God.
other was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and helped his daddy in the family business. Housing discrimination, that is. She became a career prosecutor while he became a career criminal. With 34 felonies, 2 impeachments, and 1 porn star to prove it. Her entire career as an elected district attorney, attorney general, and senator, she's always worked for one client, the people.
She worked with Willie Brown, goddammit. Stop lying, you witch. She worked with Willie Brown. Don't lie. Oh, and Monte Williams, my bad. Sorry. Hate to tell you. My bad. She was working like Lil Jon said, get low.
Meanwhile, he's a 78-year-old lifelong predator, fraudster, and cheat, known for inciting violent mobs.
Why are they talking about him?
Listen, y'all.
And they're not talking about no policy.
He's only looked out for one person, himself. As women are dying, he is bragging about overturning Roe. And y'all know I come from Texas. And right now in Texas, come on, Texas. But right now in Texas, they want to institute the death penalty. That is a problem. While Kamala Harris is fighting for our reproductive rights to be restored.
What reproductive rights?
But you ain't got no kids. She ain't got no kids.
Which one? Kamala Harris or Jasmine
Them
Crockett?
lonely, both of them. Jasmine Crockett up there, whole thotting all up in D.C. Can't keep them legs closed. She better be careful. She gets something she can't get rid of up there, because you know they go, them men playing on other teams. Whole thotting still ain't got no man. Ain't that something? Kamala dude sleeping with and getting the nanny pregnant like Joe Biden. Got his nanny pregnant and set up and had his wife killed in an accident. Okay, that's another story for another day.
Now look, Rashawn Green got to say, why are all these people working at McDonald's? What the hell going on here? Yeah, she said Kamala Harris worked at McDonald's or something. Show me the picture.
Where's the picture? Where her name tag?
And now look, check this out.
You let me know the last time you saw an Indian work at McDonald's.
Yeah, that might be a good point there.
The leader we need on the global stage. She helped secure the release of Americans wrongfully detained in Russia. At the same time, he cozies up to his role model, Vladimir Putin, and holds legislation hostage here at home, critical resources to secure the border, military aid to Ukraine, and even the Farm Bill. She's lived the American dream while he's been America's nightmare. America, looking at the two choices before you, who would you hire?
Hey, look, I'm about to go to Big Mike. I'm about to go to Big Mike because I can't take this late for too much longer, man. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Hey, hey, Dawson, I'm asking a question. I ain't really supposed to be asking this question, but you know what I'm going to ask? Why this woman got this is this a pantsuit? What the hell is it? Who dressed this woman, man? Let me find your wardrobe manager, please. Can I find out who you hired, man? Can I just need to know who hired you, man? Because you ain't looking too good, Miss Crockett. Hate to tell you. I'm sorry, man. This is not. Hey, man, you start to look like Kareem John Pierre, man. Just saying, man. But nevertheless, let's get to the
She probably swung the same way too.
There you go. You know who that is? You know who that is, brother?
Big Mike.
Thank you, guys.
She don't look the same. Something looks kind of, I don't know.
Okay.
Frank, that's a man, Frank. That's not a woman.
I know. Look at the like she could play some power forward or something.
So much. Thank you so much. Something wonderfully magical is in the air, isn't it? Yeah. You know, we're feeling it here in this arena, but it's spreading all across this country we love. A familiar feeling that's been buried too deep for far too long. You know what I'm talking about. It's the contagious power of hope.
All right, hope and change that nonsense again.
The anticipation, the energy, the exhilaration of once again being America. Hope is making a comeback. But to be honest, I am realizing that until recently, I have mourned the dimming of that hope. And maybe you've experienced the same feelings, is that deep pit in my stomach, a palpable sense of dread about the future, of hard work and humility and decency. The woman who set my moral compass high and showed me the power of my own voice. Folks, I still feel her loss so profoundly. I wasn't even sure if I'd be steady enough to stand before you tonight, but my heart compelled me to be here because of the sense of duty that I feel to honor her memory and to remind us all not to squander the sacrifices our elders made to give us a better future.
The future to be a trend, don't you think? As a matter of fact, Black Jesus is speaking too. I forgot to mention him. He was speaking too. Yes, he was speaking too. Yes. Well, Mr. Obama spoke as well, you know. Not to mention, you know, they had this clown up there too. Well, let's.
And sacrifice, it will pay off. If not for you, then maybe for your children or your grandchildren.
You got IVF children.
No, you see,
now he ain't got IVF children. That's somebody else's children.
Well, if you talk about IVF, they talk about IVF in this thing.
Those values have been passed on through family farms and factory towns, through tree-lined streets and crowded tenements, through prayer groups and National Guard units and social studies classrooms. Those were the values my mother poured into me until her very last breath. Kamala Harris and I built our lives on those same foundational values. Even though our mothers grew up an ocean apart, they shared the same.
Now, wait a minute. This shit does not say they grew up an ocean apart. Did she not just say that? What are we talking about here? You heard that right. Okay. Just pay attention. Just pay attention.
Belief in the promise of this country. That's why her mother moved here from India at 19. It's why she taught Kamala about justice, about the obligation to lift others up, about our responsibility to give more than we take. She'd often tell her daughter, don't sit around and complain about things, do something. So, with that voice in her head, Kamala went out and she worked hard in school, graduating from an HBCU, earning her law degree at a state school. And then she went on to work for the people, fighting to hold lawbreakers accountable, strengthening the rule of law, fighting to get folks better wages, cheaper prescription drugs, a good education, decent health care, child care, elder care. From a middle-class household, Kamala worked her way up to become Vice President of the United States of America.
All right, hold it. Her dad had a professor at Stanford, and her mama had a job too or something. This woman was a middle class, nothing. Okay, let's lock this shit out the bud right now. Stop lying. As a matter of fact, you got 3 private jets and 4 mansions. You got one in D.C., Hawaii. It didn't get burned down, by the way, in the fire. Chicago got 4 mansions, private jets. And your net worth is supposed to be $70 million. Give me a break. This nonsense.
Girl, Kamala Harris is more than ready for this moment. She is one of the most qualified people ever to seek the office of the presidency. And she is one of the most dignified.
Damn.
A tribute to her mother, to my mother, and to your mother too.
Well, damn. Hey, man. Hey, Mom, I am so sorry. Michelle Obama said that she is here. Hey, man, my mom been there for 6 years, yo. Damn, if this one was a tribute to my mother, dang, I ought to be, hey, look, man. Hey, strike me right now. Hey, man. Hey, look, let me go ahead and kick the bucket right now, man, if that's the case. God damn. Hey, Frank, Kamala Harris a tribute to your mother. Oh, Dawson, she's a tribute to your mother. What kind of crazy shit is this? This is some crazy shit, man.
Yeah, it's funny, we didn't even vote for her either. She just, you know what I mean? Joe Biden was bitter, so he just passed it the rock real quick, you know?
Wait a minute. This woman attributed to my mother. This woman ain't got no children. What the hell are we talking about?
Both of them ain't got no children. All 3 of them. Jasmine with the bad wig and bad outfit, and she come out here dressed like somebody in the church house. Well, I'm confused. And then here go Big Mike up here. That man sure coming out of him, and that he is becoming, ain't he? He go Big Mike, but Big Mike, you nor Gay Obama mentioned nothing about y'all so-called kids. They ain't y'all kids. Y'all saw that girl change her name back, and them parents won that lawsuit. You ain't seen them kids with Gay Obama now. Have y'all noticed that? I mean, when Hillary Clinton have her little daughter, she had the little devilish, they kept the little devilish Chelsea around him. Well, except the son that Bill Clinton had by his sister, they keep him in hiding. But yeah.
Hey, look, you know what? That's one thing about Brads and Stevens. They make sure if they have some outside thing, they keep it hidden. Don't lie. You know you do. I know you do.
You said it first.
The embodiment of the story build a decent life. All of our contributions deserve to be of opportunity open to others. She understands. Bankrupt a business. If we bankrupt a business or choke in a crisis, we don't get a second, third, or fourth chance. If things don't go our way, we don't have the luxury of whining or cheating others to get further ahead. No. We don't get to change the rules, so we always win. If we see a mountain in front of us, we don't expect there to be an escalator waiting to take us to the top. No. We put our heads down. We get to work. In America, we do something. No. And throughout her entire life, that's what we've seen from Kamala Harris. The steel of her spine, the steadiness of her upbringing, the honesty of her example, and yes, the joy of her laughter and her light.
All right, that right there.
What?
That joy thing is a
Why?
That's a Nazi propaganda tactic. Stream through joy. 1936, Hitler and the boys. Stream through joy.
Look at them, but just look at the opposite of that picture. These old baby boomer coon sellout grandma. That's why them shots. Y'all see why them shots getting them clean up out of here. They all getting boosted. Look at them. Look at them. Bad wigs.
Hey, yo, this is kind of crazy, man. You really think about it.
It's sickening.
It is sick. But when she say, I think it's a part or he say, better yet, that your
just
child,
call Big Mike a person.
Oh yeah, the person. Hey, the person says, what they say? That your child should be in love who they want to be, who they want to be, or something like that.
It couldn't be more obvious. Of the two major candidates in this race, only Kamala Harris truly understands the unseen labor and unwavering commitment that has always made America great. Now, unfortunately, we know what comes next. We know folks are going to do everything they can to distort her truth. My husband and I sadly know a little something about this. For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be Black.
No!
Wait. I want to know. Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those Black jobs?
No! That would tell, huh?
Look, it's his same old con. His same old con. Doubling down on ugly, misogynistic, racist lies as a substitute for real ideas and solutions that will actually make people's lives better. Look, because cutting our health care, taking away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
No way. No, nope. They still got the $2 million or the $5 million reward, or where them pictures at.
There you go.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Back up. Hold on, BJ. We gotta go look and see when IVF came out. Big Mike, you can't have no kids. You got testes. Okay. So that's another thing to look up. So where them pictures at then? Big Mike, where your pictures where you pregnant? If it wasn't so true, Big White, John Rivers told y'all. And then 2 months she was there. Everybody knows Obama is the first gay president. You can go look at that. You can go look at the cover of Newsweek. Everybody knows Michelle is a tranny. And he was like, excuse me, what? He said a transgender. It's okay. And she was dead. John Rivers was dead in 2 weeks. 2 months. Come on now.
Well, look. What is that? Look,
So that's what Big Mike doing now. He's saying he got pregnant by IVF now. I bet you look it up. IVF wasn't around when Big Mike had them. Man, okay. Y'all over there playing with y'all friends' kids and shit and took pictures. Man, get out of here.
Are not going to improve the health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters. Shutting down the Department of Education, banning our books, none of that will prepare our kids for the future. Demonizing our children for being who they are and loving who they love. Look, that doesn't make anybody's life better. Instead,
well, that's what I wanted to play. IVF and things like that. Now, that loving who they love. Now, I saw a card today that said love and love, so I already know that was, you already know what that means, huh? But before I get rid of the DNC segment, here's Black Jesus. You know, the one that y'all love. Well, not me, but you know the one they love so much. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, you remember him? The man.
I have one more. Someone who sees you.
That's right.
And hears you. And will get up every single day and fight for you. The next.
Dawson, did I not say that we would start seeing Barack Obama a little bit more? I told you we start seeing him a little bit more. The time goes on. Here he come, Black Jesus in the flesh again.
President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris. It's been 16 years since I had the honor of accepting this party's nomination for president. And I know that's hard to believe because I have not aged a bit. But it's true. And looking back, I can say without question that my first big decision as your nominee turned out to be one of my best. And that was asking Joe Biden to serve by my side as vice president. Other than some common Irish blood, Joe and I come from different backgrounds.
Now wait a minute.
But we became brothers.
Wait a minute. Did you hear that? Did he not just say others of common Irish blood? You heard what he said. That's him saying that. That ain't me. That's him. These people, look, man. That's why I think you gotta listen to these people sometimes, because they tell you in the speech, but you're so enthralled and sucked into the vibes. You know the vibes. You feel the vibes. You know. He told you they got some Irish blood together. Ain't that what he said, Dawson? I'm pretty sure that's what Mr. Sotoro said. Oh, yes. There you go. Yes, that's it. Ding, ding. told you once again.
That mama white, so yeah.
Yes, got you again. Kamala Harris'
Gotcha.
ancestors is Irish slaveholders. That daddy. Yes. Obama done got you again. Oh man. God damn that mother.
Gay Mama got you again.
told you on the
Gotcha.
DNC stage. And I don't know. I'm sitting there saying, these Negroes that watch this thing, fans, he just said this shit in your face. Like, how did you not catch that? Damn.
And as we work together for 8, sometimes pretty tough years, what I came to admire most about Joe wasn't just his smarts, his experience. It was his empathy and his decency and his hard-earned resilience, his unshakable belief that everyone in this country deserves a fair shot. And over the last 4 years, those are the values America has needed most. At a time when millions of our fellow citizens were sick and dying, we needed a leader with the character to put politics aside and do what was right. At a time when our economy was reeling, we needed a leader with the determination to drive what would become the world's strongest recovery. 15 million jobs, higher wages, lower health care costs. At a time
wasn't them jobs
when the other
report
party
just debunked? Boy, these people
it turned
lie.
into a cult of personality. We needed a leader who was steady and brought people together and was selfless enough to do the rarest thing there is in politics, putting his own ambition aside for the sake of the country. History will remember Joe Biden as an outstanding president who defended democracy at a moment of great danger.
Yeah, why y'all throw that coup
And I
on
am
him?
proud to call him my president, but I am even prouder to call him my friend.
Oh, you do friends like that, Gay Mama? Y'all throw a coup on friends like that?
With a friend like that, I damn sure don't need
You
no
don't
enemies.
need enemies. Don't need no enemies.
Hey, man, Mr. Obama, Black Jesus in the house, goddammit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And them Negroes, them so-called Christian Negroes and white liberal racist ass honky eating it up.
Well, you look at the cheese head they got on the head right there, don't you? You see
I
that?
saw that shit. I saw that.
Hey, look, and they supposed to be Minnesota Vikings, East Minnesota. Man, hold on, man. Green Bay Packers with a cheese head. What the hell they doing?
Yeah, I saw that, BJ. I'm like, ain't that Green Bay? Why she got a cheat? Okay.
These motherfuckers, they flip
These
their
people
head.
sick, man. They sick. Well, a lot of them up there probably paid.
Yep, you're right. Here you go.
Over that question. Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. It has been a constant stream of gripes and grievances that's actually been getting worse now that he's afraid of losing to Kamala. There's the childish nicknames, the crazy conspiracy theories, this weird obsession with crowd sizes. It just goes on and on and on. The other day, I heard someone compare Trump to the neighbor who keeps running his leaf blower outside your window every minute of every day. Now, from a neighbor, that's exhausting. From a president, it's just dangerous. The truth is, Donald Trump sees power as nothing more than it means to his ends.
So everybody has.
He wants the middle class to pay the price.
Let me tell you something. This one doesn't even talk about Trump. What the fuck the Obama said, Obama? Ain't you a politician?
Damn. Y'all promoting Trump even more. Y'all promoting him more than he promoting himself right now.
Them Jews are gonna get Obama to run back out here. I told you they gonna get him to run back out here.
Yeah, you was right. And look, he already caving for donations, BJ. I sent it to y'all in the track. Oh, Gay Obama. Gay Bottom back out there on this stroll, huh?
Oh yeah.
Him and Big Mike.
Yeah, him and Big Mike back on the prowl. You know,
It's back on it. Big Mike.
But I will give Mr. Obama one thing. He knows how to get his followers enthralled. I will give that to him. I cannot lie. I will give that to him. Hey man, he is kind of shrewd now. If you know what's going on, he can't fool you. But if you don't know what he's talking about, because when he said that Irish thing, that kind of just threw me off right there. I said, well, wait a minute now, Obama. You But so since Mr. Obama talking, Oprah, I'm gonna say you for another time. Don't you worry about it. Because I gotta talk about something I ran into the store today. And it was 54 degrees in Virginia today. So people putting the mask back on and getting scared again, right? You know how it goes. Right? Ooh, Dawson, are you ready for the boogeyman?
COVID-19 is no longer a public health emergency, but cases are still going around. In fact, we're experiencing a summer surge. So when does the next vaccine come out, and what should you do if you get sick? NBC5's Jason Navarrete has the key takeaways.
I was at work on Tuesday feeling perfectly fine, and then woke up Wednesday morning feeling like I got hit by a Mack truck.
Jordan Lucas, like many at home, woke up thinking he had the cold, only to find out it was COVID. His fourth time catching the virus. If it feels like more of your friends and coworkers
He
COVID-19,
jabbed.
it's because there's a summer surge.
What we're seeing in
He jabbed. They already did the studies. If you jab, the shit gonna replicate and you keep getting sick. That's bullshit.
The number of cases is likely much higher than what is being reported.
People don't test the way they used to, right? A lot of people might get sick.
Yeah, 4 times.
Just not test at all.
4 years into it, the guidelines aren't as clear as they once were in 2020. So here are the takeaways now. If you're sick, stay home. Test to make sure it's COVID. You can resume normal activities when symptoms improve and you're fever-free for 24 hours. And lastly, bring the mask out before you head out after recovering from the infection.
Here, 4 years later, doctors still recommend testing, even if it feels like what you have may be just a cold. And we all know how uncomfortable this swab is. We all know that feeling. Doctors say that testing will be the way to continue to keep everybody safe.
Metrics that cause concern are all on the rise as well, according to data from the CDC. We're talking cases, hospitalizations, and even deaths. And with school right around the corner, what do doctors recommend?
The absolute key for kids is going to be vaccines.
With the latest vaccine set to roll out in September, we wanted to know how people felt about
Man, that
getting
was
another
fast.
shot.
That was quick.
I'm 85.
That was hella fast. September, damn, that was fast.
In September, new one. You heard it here first. Well, you didn't hear it.
But why didn't they start talking about this till now, though?
Hey, man.
To let you know that's a stage, because now all of a sudden, now y'all can say it's on the rise, and then all of a sudden, boom, you want to. That's your time, the perfect time to introduce the new vaccine. This is so. I don't know,
Back
man.
to it again.
Playlist. I know the only solution, right? Rashawn Green, the only solution.
Don't touch that stereo. Don't touch that stereo because they coming back again.
Now, let me just touch on that. Being somebody in the medical field, okay? When the hell we ever have cases like that in the summertime?
Hey, man.
We never get like a flu, not really even pneumonia in the summertime. I'm confused.
Hey, man.
So this brother got it 4 times. What they done told you to study out there for people who want to read and learn and do their research and get off Netflix and chill all day, okay? And watching BS online instead of educating themselves to elevate 2024 and beyond.
Right.
Hey man, you jab, that means the virus gonna keep replicating in your body, fool.
Where Dawson, the man asked where's the flu?
Where is the flu? Remember, we was asking that during COVID. They came down on turncoat LeBron James facts, and that question, remember, like this was like flu, pneumonia, sinus infections, everything just went away. Everything was COVID. You had a sneeze, it's COVID. You got a scab on your ankle, it's COVID.
Well, here we go right here. So I wanna play this. I'm gonna get back to some of this because it's important for people to get ready for the health for this because everybody tries again. I tell you, 54 degrees the last couple of days in Virginia early in the morning. It gets to about 80 in the day, but it's 62 right now. So this morning it'll probably be 59 again. Matter of fact, when I went outside this morning, I took a breath just to see, and I could see my breath in there. That let me know that the temperature was probably closer to 50 than 54 even at that. So it was almost like I could have put a sweatsuit on. Just let you know, right? So what the hell is going on? It ain't like it's September 21st. It's fucking goddamn August 22nd. Okay?
The hottest month in the year. Come on now. You can't make this stuff up.
Where's the female Nigerian doctor that was telling us? Her name was Stella Emmanuel. I think I'm not sure she's Nigerian, but Dr. Stella Emmanuel was still out here doing work. You know they shut her down.
She here.
I give her credit for what she did, what she been doing. And as a matter of fact, by the way, just pointing it out, no disrespect. Well, I might have to disrespect the Christian a little bit because she say she a religious faith, but she told you I ain't doing that. Sorry, I hate to tell you.
Well, they don't like Dr. Stella Man because she calling out the so-called Christians. Because she's saying, what are you all afraid for? Why you all won't stand up and speak out like she did?
Well, Dawson, they had a movie called The Wizard of Oz. I know you remember that, Frank. Frank, you remember The Wizard of Oz, right?
Yep.
I think got hit with a brick in the head.
Yep.
Us. We done got hit with the goddamn brick in the head because we crazy as shit, right? Okay, that's following the yellow brick road, right?
Right.
Okay. The Tin Man ain't had no brain. The lion ain't had no heart. We supposed to be like a roaring lion, but these people ain't
I
roaring.
love it.
And the Scarecrow didn't have no brain. The Tin Man ain't had no heart. And the lion
There
ain't
you
had
go.
no courage. But
no courage. Yeah, lion had no courage. Yeah.
But Tito found out, well, let me go behind this curtain and pull this wizard back behind this goddamn curtain. And what you gonna find out is the one behind the curtain is the synagogue of Satan running this shit.
Sure.
And that they's running the same game, and they got you scared, and you ain't got nothing to be scared of, because there's way more us out there. I ain't even talking about all these Hispanics, all that. I'm talking about us. It ain't that many goddamn Jewish people living in this country, man. I mean, it's quite a bit, but they ain't got the numbers like that, okay? They are a small minority. Okay? But they use their power and influence and money. Oh, and what the guy told you back in 2007, 2008. He said, I don't care if the American people know we run the news media, the government, as long as we keep running it. And matter of fact, didn't Mr. Obama come in around that time? And they let you know, hey, look, Obama, sign off on all the deals for Wall Street and the bankers. Oh, yes, sign off on everything. Yes, rob the people of all their money. Oh, yeah. And Obama bailed out the car companies, the insurance company, the bankers. And what did he do?
Yeah, you got it right, BJ. Car company, insurance company, you got it right.
Left you in the dock. As a matter of fact, Frank, I've been struggling. I'm gonna pull this clip over what Darren Muhammad talking about. Now I realized Instagram to cut his clips from last night because I told you they cut him off 2 or 3 times. We playing the Donahue stuff, so he had to break it down in the clips and stuff just to get it because we're in an era of censorship now. Now. I wanted to find that clip of when he was talking about he got the lady her job back at one of the hospitals in Maryland because she had quit because they had tried to mandate her after 31 years to take it. And let me tell you what they did because he brought it up on his show. Dawson, she signed the exemption. She got to keep her job. But then a month later, they said they were reassigning the job and getting rid of the position.
Now you see how they do.
Mm-hmm. And he got her the exemption for him. But
wow.
But here's the deal. He said a lot of church ministers and clergy and people in religious positions in the city of Baltimore would not sign it.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, I believe it. Told y'all leave that religion shit alone. I done told y'all. Politics run your life and religion control your life. Y'all better leave that stuff alone.
Well, I'm gonna let Mr. Darren speak on what we could get last night because, like I told you, they were cutting that feed like that. They said, "No, you ain't getting this out."
So let's get this up and on. Okay, everything the FBI got on him for the fifth $10,000.
Oh, that's the guy.
This is promote successful families and a strong, healthy bitch. Okay, so that's the seriousness of that part right there. So let's read some more of these comments quickly on Facebook before we begin to wrap up. That's the other piece that I think is 10 o'clock. So
that might not be.
Don't want us to get. So let's get this up and on. Okay?
That might not be.
Don't want us to get out. So this was again a piece with Phil Donahue interviewing Mr. Farrakhan.
Yeah, we have done what every citizen should do, but we have gotten nothing from it. So America is in trouble. And we believe we have a solution to the problem. And if the solution is good for black people, it's good for America.
Yeah. With time fleeting. All right, we'll stop there. That's the three that, again, to me, was probably the most powerful from Mr. Farrakhan.
And who died? Wait a minute. Let me stop that. Who died? Who they announced died at the beginning of the week? Phil Donahue. Who came out and spoke at DNC? Oprah Winfrey, who was trying to replace Phil Donahue. You see the you see the correlation here? You see that, Frank?
Yeah.
So you tune to the State of the City, but again, as I'm talking about Phil Donahue, and of course, just that show. But it was more than a show; it was a lifeline, right? He brought info, and of course, as you heard Brother Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad say, again, our people got to have the info and the inspo in terms of the inspiration. That's what's missing among a lot of these so-called leaders. See, that's how you know they misleaders. They don't bring no information. They don't give you no inspiration. You're looking for them, right? But they don't fill that void that's in the masses of the people right now. That's why I say that the thrill is gone. Not that the thrill was ever there. They just have the media hype and the media might, but they don't bring any information or inspiration to the masses of our people. So that take me to the next national story, of course. Day 3 of the so-called DNC convention or the sideshow or the circus, man, right? And they back in Chicago, which is the scene of the crime. Why? Minister Farrakhan, Nation of Islam come out of Chicago, but the Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, right? Chicago. But Chicago, of course, is the city with the largest population of black folk. in terms of Chicago and Cook County, which Chicago sits in, right? So you would think that would be the citadel and the example for the rest of Black America in terms of economic opportunity, social opportunity, educational opportunity, right? Financial opportunity, the housing. So you have to look at all that. And at a time when the masses of Black people are doing, in the spirit of Nat Turner, rebelling against the Democratic Party and the policies of the Democratic Party that have ill affected the masses of our people, right? From closing down mental institutions where our people couldn't get help, and the only way they get help now, you got to lock them up, take them to Cook County Jail, and they might hope to get in there to get some help while they're in there, right? So they've shut all of that down. Of course, they've closed many of our schools and brought in, as I read, Mayor Johnson and your governor, Spitzer, they spent almost about $700 million on housing, health care, education for all the illegal immigrants that they have brought and dropped down into Chicago, man. And of course, this is creating all types of tension because Black folk, we're some of the most, again, compassionate people in America and our communities, right? So these are the communities they dropping them off in, man. Where they tried that in Staten Island and other places, people say, you ain't bringing them up here. So this is what they're doing in Chicago. So these same Democrat elitists, the Obamas, the Kamala Harris, the Joe Bidens, the Spritzker family, they ain't putting them in their hotels. Notice, they ain't putting them in the Hyatt hotel that the Spritzker family or Pritzker family, Pritzker, J.B. Pritzker, the governor, or chubby J.B., and his sister Penny Pritzker, right, and the rest of them that own the Hyatt. They the heirs to the Hyatt hotel, right? So they ain't putting them illegal immigrants up in the Hyatt hotel. You go downtown the Hyatt hotel in your city, they ain't putting them up in them hotels, right? But yet they sent them into Black communities and then giving them free health care, giving them, of course, the EBT cards and independent cards. Meantime, Black veterans that fought in World War II, Black veterans that fought in Vietnam, they homeless on the streets, man, right? And some of them that fought in the Iraq war, right? That's homeless on the street. So the people are rebelling against the Democratic Party and these same Democratic or Democratic Party members that believe in, open borders down in Texas, open borders in Arizona, open borders in other states, right? They all of a sudden, they got a closed convention, right? Let them illegal. Notice you don't see no illegal immigrants sitting inside that convention hall. Right? Ain't no illegal immigrants sitting up next to these, these mayors of these cities and these governors, like this governor here. So peep the game, man. And so the masses of our people out there demonstrating against that. Not just those demonstrating against Israel and in front of the Israeli consulate for what they're doing to the Palestinians, but also in terms of what the Democratic Party is doing to our brothers and sisters in Haiti, with sending Kenyan brothers in Kenya from Kenya. They can't bring peace to the Horn of Africa, but they have hired them to be mercenaries for the Biden administration and for powerful members of the Jewish community to go into Haiti to fight their Haitian brothers. Now, good luck with that, because you are foreign territory. You don't know the terrain like the brothers in Haiti, man. So that they may be sending a lot of bodies back to Kenya, again, in terms of, the Democratic policy. So if it was Trump doing it, notice the people would be, Black leaders would be speaking out and denouncing Trump. But because it's Biden and Harris, you don't see no Black leaders speaking up. Outside of Brother Irritated Genie, outside of Dr. Cynthia McKinney, you don't see Black leaders. You don't see Black college professors. You don't see all these people that's leading the protests on the college campuses. See, they can't be schizophrenic. They can't be selective in what they want to protest. You want to protest what Israel is doing to Palestine, but you don't want to protest what this Israel over here, America's doing to Haiti. What this Israel over here is trying to do with sending Kenyans to Haiti, right? Think on that. So I commend the Black masses.
Oh, by the way, Dawson, don't forget, Dawson, the Haitian wife killed her husband, remember? That bullshit lie. Huh? Remember that? They told you that mercenaries killed him 3 years ago, and then At the beginning of this year, they told you, oh yeah, we found out who killed him. His wife would. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, if you believe that, hey, look, man, I got some. I don't know. I want to sell y'all nothing. I don't know. It might interfere with the jab. I don't know. Y'all fucked up, man. They believe that bullshit they running. But they're going to bring up Kamala Harris right quick.
Right? The grassroots organizations in Chicago, the ones that's confronting the gatekeepers like Roland Martin and others, is running around here talking about Kamala Harris. Now all of a sudden, with all the problems that they have inside of the White House, pretend like they're going to solve the problem for you if you just elect her as the president. I mean, what foolishness. She got an opportunity right now to solve whatever problems they wanted to solve while they've been in there. But while she was the attorney general in California, black people lost more wealth thanks to the mortgage fraud that she sat over along with Eric Holder and Barack Obama. Think about that.
BJ didn't want to interrupt you, but the witch is speaking. The witch and the cackling hyena is speaking right now. If you wanted to tune in so people can listen.
Oh my God! You know what? I might come to her in a minute. I would let them say one thing about Steve Mnuchin, and I might go to Little Witch for a second, because I just wanted to get to that part. But like he said, what foolishness? She in office right now. Why is she telling me what you can do then? Let me pull this witch up right quick in a minute.
Right? Who worked with the Clintons to pardon Alan Stanford, who's still in jail now, right? So the same Eric Holder, who he and Obama and Biden, of course, was running guns down in New Mexico with Operation Fast and Furious. This same Eric Holder, right, that Obama tried to pardon to Eric Holder, his mother, and his wife. If you don't believe me, just pull the article up. It was the.
As a matter of fact, let me go there. Eric Holder actually was the one who vetted Tim Walsh. So Eric Holder is doing the vetting for Kamala Harris.
Harm against any one of us is a harm against all of us. And I would often explain this to console survivors of crime, to remind them no one should be made to fight alone. We are all in this together. And every day in the courtroom, I stood proudly before a judge and I said 5 words: Kamala Harris for the people. And to be clear, my entire career, I've only had one client, the people.
Didn't Miss Obama
And so, on behalf of the people, on behalf of every American, regardless of party, race, gender, or the language your grandmother speaks, on behalf of my mother and everyone who has ever set out on their own unlikely journey, on behalf of Americans like the people I grew up with, people who work hard, chase their dreams, and look out for one another, on behalf of everyone whose story could only be written in the greatest nation on earth, I accept your nomination to be President of the United States of America. And with this election, our nation with this election has a precious, fleeting opportunity to move past the bitterness, cynicism, and divisive battles of the past a chance to chart a new way forward. Not as members of any one party or faction, but as Americans. And let me say, I know there are people of various political views watching tonight, and I want you to know, I promise to be a president for all Americans. You can always trust me to put country above party and self, to hold sacred America's fundamental principles, from the rule of law to free and fair elections to the peaceful transfer of power. I will be a president who unites us around our highest aspirations, a president who leads and listens, who is realistic, practical, and has common sense, and always fights for the American people. From the courthouse to the White House, that has been my life's work. As a young courtroom prosecutor in Oakland, California, I stood up for women and children against predators who abuse them. As Attorney General of California, I took on the big banks, delivered $20 billion for middle-class families who faced foreclosure, and helped pass a homeowner bill of rights, one of the first of its kind in the nation. I stood up for veterans and students being scammed by big for-profit colleges, for workers who are being cheated out of their wages, the wages they were due, for seniors facing elder abuse. I fought against the cartels who traffic in guns and drugs and human beings, who threaten the security of our border and the safety of our communities. And I will tell you, these fights were not easy, and neither were the elections that put me in those offices. We were underestimated at practically every turn, but we never gave up, because the future is always worth fighting for. And that's the fight we are in right now, a fight for America's future. Fellow Americans, this election is not only the most important of our lives.
They say that every time. Why do they say that every time? Every election is always the most important. You understand?
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man. But the consequences of putting Donald Trump back in the White House are extremely serious. Consider not only the chaos and calamity when he was in office, but also the gravity of what has happened since he lost the last election. Donald Trump tried to throw away your votes. When he failed, he sent an armed mob to the United States Capitol, where they assaulted law enforcement officers. When politicians in his own party begged him to call off the mob and send help, he did the opposite. He fanned the flames. And now, for an entirely different set of crimes, he was found guilty of fraud by a jury of everyday Americans, and separately found liable for committing
sexual abuse. And consider what he intends to do if we give him power again. Consider his explicit intent
Lock all
to
of y'all
set
up.
free violent extremists who assaulted those law enforcement officers at the Capitol. His explicit intent to jail journalists, political opponents, and anyone he sees as the enemy.
Ain't that what you doing?
His explicit intent to deploy our active duty military against our own citizens. Consider the power he will have, especially after the United States Supreme Court just ruled that he would be immune from criminal prosecution. Just imagine Donald Trump with no guardrails, and how he would use the immense powers of the presidency of the United States, not to improve your life, not to strengthen our national security, but to serve the only client he has ever had, himself.
Y'all still got this around that place, Miss M. Hall.
And we know what a second Trump term would look like. It's all laid out in Project 2025, written by his closest advisors. And its sum total is to pull our country back to the past. But America, we are not going back. We are not going back. We are not going back to when Donald Trump tried to cut Social Security and Medicare. We are not going back to when he tried to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, when insurance companies could deny people with pre-existing conditions. We are not going to let him eliminate the Department of Education.
This lady is boring and dumb. This lady is boring and dumb.
And programs like Head Start that provide preschool and childcare for our children. America, we are not going back.
What?
And
over this shit.
we are charting a new way forward. Forward to a future with a strong and growing middle class, because we know a strong middle class has always been critical to America's success. And building that middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
The one y'all destroyed damn near? Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, this is personal for me. The middle class is where I come from. My mother kept a strict budget. We lived within our means, yet we wanted for little. And she expected us to make the most of the opportunities that were available to us and to be grateful for them. Because as she taught us.
So was your mother a single mother? Because seemed like your pappy wasn't around. That's all y'all talk about.
We will create what
It
I
say
call
single on that birth
opportunity
certificate.
economy,
It say
an
single.
opportunity economy where everyone has the chance to compete and a chance to succeed. Whether you live in a rural area, small town, or big city. And as president, I will bring together labor and workers and small business owners and entrepreneurs and American companies to create jobs, to grow our economy, and to lower the cost of everyday needs like healthcare and housing and groceries. We will provide access to capital for small business owners and entrepreneurs and founders. And we will end America's housing shortage and protect
Social Security and Medicare.
Right.
Now compare that to Donald Trump, because I think everyone here knows he doesn't actually fight for the middle class. He doesn't actually fight for the middle class. Instead, he fights for himself and his billionaire friends. And he will give them another round of tax breaks
what's up?
that will
Why does
add
everybody play the
up
blame
to
game?
$5 trillion
You got billionaire friends
to the
too,
national
man.
debt.
They
And
both
all the
down with
while,
BlackRock.
he intends to enact what in effect is a national sales tax, call it a Trump tax, that would raise prices on middle-class families by almost $4,000 a year. Well, instead of a Trump tax hike, we will pass a middle-class tax cut that will benefit more than 100 million Americans.
So why you ain't do that when you in office right now? Why you won't do that now? Why you ain't did it the whole time?
Friends,
Mother
I
people
believe
full of shit.
America cannot truly be
This dumb
prosperous
whore. See, this
unless
is what happened when y'all
Americans
let
are
whores speak and
fully
get
able to
leadership
make
positions.
their own decisions about their own lives, especially on matters of heart and home. But tonight in America, too many women are not able to make those decisions. And let's be clear about how we got here. Donald Trump handpicked members of the United States Supreme Court to take away reproductive freedom. And now he brags about it. In his words, quote, "I did it and I'm proud to have done it," end quote. Well, I'll tell you, over the past 2 years, I've traveled across our country, and women have told me their stories. Husbands and fathers have shared theirs. Stories of women miscarrying in a parking lot, developing sepsis, losing the ability to ever again have children, all because doctors are afraid they may go to jail for caring for their patients. Couples just trying to grow their family, cut off in the middle of IVF treatments. Children who have survived sexual assault, potentially being forced to carry a pregnancy to term. This is what's happening in our country because of Donald Trump. And understand, he is not done. As a part of his agenda, he and his allies would limit access to birth control, ban medication abortion, and enact a nationwide abortion ban with or without Congress. And get this, he plans to create a national anti-abortion coordinator and force states to report on women's miscarriages and abortions. Simply put, they are out of their minds.
Peace.
And one must ask,
What up?
one must ask, why exactly is it that they don't trust women? Well, we trust women. We trust women. And when Congress passes a bill to restore reproductive freedom, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law.
So you got that already. I don't understand why people keep lying to y'all.
In this
These
election,
people stupid.
many other fundamental freedoms are at stake.
Reproductive freedom is
from gun violence in
to
our
give
schools,
birth, to
communities, and
reproduce.
places
What
of
the
worship.
fuck? Oh
The
my
freedom to love who you love
Well, you already
openly and with
women already got that freedom, right?
We
So
already
why
got
she
that right. Exactly. Don't nobody
Yeah.
keep us from having kids.
and
So what
drink
is she talking about? The
water
right to
and live
keep
free
killing your
from the
kids?
pollution that fuels the
But see,
climate
she
she
don't
trying to
hate?
tell them that She trying to tell them that
and the
if y'all let
freedom
Trump the
that
next administration get him,
unlocks
they gonna take
all
it
the
away.
others the
Boy,
freedom to
stop.
vote.
It's already at the states. What do you mean? Oh my gosh.
With this election, we finally have the opportunity to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and the
They
Freedom
could have
to
passed it,
Vote
man. They
Act.
could pass that shit down, man. That shit was bullshit, but they shut
Y'all had the exactly. Y'all had the House and the Senate. Y'all never
And
was
let
gonna
me
do
be
the shit.
clear.
You never was gonna
Well,
do
hold
it.
on, Dawson. What they mean in voting rights?
Mhm.
Everybody got the right to
Decades
vote.
in law
Long
enforcement,
as you legal,
I
you're a legal
know the
citizen, you have a right to
importance
vote.
of
And in
safety
some
and
states,
security,
they
especially at our border. Last
they
year,
can
Joe and I brought together
deputize
Democrats and
immigrants
conservative
as long as they
Republicans
legal immigrants.
to
See, they
write the
want these
strongest
illegals to come
border
in and
bill
do it.
in
See, this is
decades.
this what
The
people
Border
need to
Patrol
understand. They want
endorsed it.
illegals. They don't want these
But
legals
Donald
to do it.
Trump
They
believes
want the
a
debate to do it
border
with the
deal
illegals so this
would
can keep
hurt
them in
his
position for a long
campaign.
period of time.
That's
They
So
correct.
slick.
he ordered his
Oh no, that they
allies
because
They
they
into
not
know
talking
our
about
vote
y'all.
is gone. They ain't talking about us no more.
Well, I
Exactly.
refuse to play politics with our security.
Well, they say them to see what they're doing is they set
Here is
themselves
my
up for the
pledge
future.
to you.
So they
Of
know if
course.
they don't get in
I
now,
will
they're gonna
bring
be
back
shot for
the
the future because they're trying to set themselves up for the
Correct.
future.
bill, and I will sign
Correct.
it into law.
Because if they got a lot of our people and then they already moved them in with all this New America Act,
I know
you know,
we can live
they
up
already moving people into
to
your
our
areas,
proud
to areas and
heritage
stuff,
as a nation of
so they can
immigrants
get more
and reform
electors
our
and
broken
delegates
immigration
in their
system.
city and state.
We can
Correct.
create an
They're not
earned
worried about them,
pathway to
man, because they bring the people
and
in.
secure our
Like I said, only a certain amount of them people. They're gonna arrest them people. They're gonna deport.
and America.
Well, I don't even see how
must
that's gonna
also
work,
be
Shaq, when they kicking them all out of them
advancing
hotels
our
now, the
security
illegal
and
immigrants. A
values
lot of them
abroad.
homeless now, but okay.
As Vice
in
President,
Chicago.
I have
They got rid of a lot of them in
confronted threats to our
Chicago.
security,
Oh, they
negotiated
did?
with foreign leaders,
That's what
strengthened
Paul
our
was saying.
alliances, and
Paul was saying that a lot of
engaged
So
them.
that's why
with
they
our
building the
brave
mega prisons and stuff too. They you know.
as
And you
Commander in
don't
Chief.
think that law
I will
enforcement that they
ensure
deputize ain't gonna be
America always
them
has the
age
strongest, most lethal
the
fighting
military age
force in the
men ain't
world.
coming in for these
Yeah,
other
the
countries.
military. I know what you mean. Yeah. Yep.
And I will fulfill our sacred obligation to care for our troops and their families.
DJ, you
And I
there?
will always honor and never disparage their service and their sacrifice.
DJ fell asleep.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird that she keep talking about old stuff that that's already going on and stuff. We talking about doing something like something is being stripped
I
and
will
taken
make
from people.
sure
But as we
Right,
speak,
right. That's right.
lead the
As
world
right now. Like
You
now.
know the Democrats run that same old hustle.
unfazed
Oh
in
well,
artificial
they're
intelligence
gonna
that
they're gonna
America,
take your
not
rights
China,
away. They
wins
run
the
that same old script,
competition
bro.
for the 21st
And they the main ones that come in and
century, and
restrict
that
you
we
and
strengthen,
steal your
not
money right
abdicate
from
our
you, bro.
global leadership.
Yes,
Steal your
sir.
money right from you. Be broke
Trump,
when these niggas
on
leave
the
office. You
other
be broke.
hand,
Damn not broke.
threatened
Every
to
time.
abandon
Every
NATO.
time,
Every
sure.
damn
He
time.
encouraged Putin to invade our allies, said Russia could do whatever the hell they want. 5 days before Russia attacked Ukraine,
Told you she.
I met
Didn't I tell
President
you,
Zelensky to warn him
Frank? She was a sleeper
about
cell.
Russia's
She was
plan
playing
to
her role
invade.
to be
I helped
a babbling
mobilize a
idiot.
global
She was a sleeper
response
cell,
over
bro.
50 countries
They was
to
they used
defend
it.
against Putin's aggression.
She's a chameleon, like your boy said, sleeper cell.
Chameleon.
And
As
see, they could get
president,
this off
I
with
will
her. They
stand
couldn't get that off with
strong with
Biden.
Ukraine and
But
our
they needed Biden to bring her in.
Which he
See, they can
didn't
get all
want
this stuff
to.
off with her. No, he didn't want to.
Which he didn't want to, nor and his wife didn't approve of her neither, because remember what she said and when they got on that
President
debate
Biden
stage.
and I are working around the clock.
What she went in on?
Now is the time to get a hostage deal
Yes, she
and a
did.
ceasefire deal
shoulder pads.
done.
Sean Green.
Chuck, people got to realize
And let me be clear.
because she played the
I will
role.
always
She played the role. She
stand
sat
up
back and
for
played the
Israel's
role, bro.
right to defend itself, and I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend itself, because the people of Israel must never again face the horror that a terrorist organization called Hamas caused on October 7, including unspeakable sexual violence
I don't even believe that many people there. I believe they got their fake. It sounds like they got their fake audience.
Yeah.
It's the same
I said the
tempo. It's the
same
same
thing.
tempo. Yeah, it's the same tempo. It's not even.
Over the past 10 months is devastating. So many innocent lives lost.
See that?
Desperate, hungry
stupid.
people
You're right, though,
fleeing
bro.
for safety
The
over
same tempo.
and over again. The scale of
Ain't nobody
suffering
saying
is
yeah,
heartbreaking.
USA. Look, ain't nobody saying
President
nothing.
Biden and I are working to end this
Look,
war
being that boy,
such
you hear
that
my boy
Israel
getting
is secure,
what
the
is.
hostages are released, the suffering in Gaza ends, and the Palestinian people can realize their right to dignity, security, freedom, and self-determination.
This got to be the boringest fucking speech. I'm about to go to sleep.
And know this.
Well, they always speaking like it's war or something. Like if you know the Democrats, they always speaking to you like they're in wartime, bro. What?
To
That's
defend
what I'm
our
saying.
forces and our
That's the
interests
game they
against
play.
Iran and
But we
Iran-backed
do
terrorists.
be at war,
I
but they
will
be
not
speaking to the
cozy
American
up to
people like,
tyrants
bro,
and
y'all was in
dictators
office
like
for
Kim Jong-un,
3.5
And
years,
they
bro.
did a
rooting for Trump,
motherfucking thing but start
who are
wars all
rooting
over
for
the
Trump.
world, genocide, make the American people more poor. Man, these
They
people
know
evil.
he is easy to manipulate with flattery and favors. They know Trump won't hold
And
autocrats
first of
accountable
all,
because he wants to be an
they know
autocrat
Trump is
himself.
going about these foreign corporations that's becoming. He gonna tax their ass, man, like you
I will
supposed to.
never waver in
And
defense of America's security
see,
and ideals.
they've been
Because
keeping they
in
not
the
been taxing them
enduring
and been keeping the
struggle
money on the slide and shit.
democracy and
Right.
tyranny, I know where I
Same
stand,
thing
and
with
I know
Ukraine.
where the
That's why
United
Joe
States
Biden crime
belongs.
family and Obama they was started with the damn what's the word you use?
Who
What's
is
the
it?
word? Joe Biden and Joe Biden and Obama. Bribe. They was bribing mother Ukraine.
I
There you
Carl
go.
take bribing
our
Ukraine.
country with all my heart.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Did y'all
remember
hear
that.
about the
Yeah.
Tennessee? Did y'all hear
Yeah, I
about the
saw
Tennessee
that. You
governor or
sent.
something like that?
Everyone
I saw you
meet.
send me
Is that
that.
true?
I see a nation
Is
It
that true
may
though?
ready to
be.
move forward.
That's what
See,
I was
there's
trying
so
to
much
see.
fake
I was
news they
trying
put
to.
in the news
Yeah, I was
cycle.
trying
In
to
the
check.
incredible
Yeah, I was trying to
journey
check and
that
see
is
if it was
America,
real because
I
when
see
I
an
clicked on
America
their shorts,
where
I
we
didn't see it
hold
on there
fast
on the channel. So I
to
don't
the
know.
fearless
You're right.
belief that built
See,
our
people be
nation
wild.
and inspired the world. That here in this country, anything is
Why is you talking
possible.
about the world when
That
the United States of
nothing is
America is
out
hurting,
of
bro?
reach. An
They don't
America
The world is
care.
passing
where we
our ass up
care
because y'all done
for
gave
one
all the aid to the
another,
world.
look
Shit.
out for one
And they trying
another,
to
Correct.
take
and
care of their own country.
recognize
They're not even
that we
worried
have
about us no
so
more. They're
much
trying to take care
more
of their
in
own country.
common than what
Mm-mm.
separates us.
Y'all trying to kill the oil industry. You know what I
That
mean?
none of us,
They
none
ain't
of
talking about
us
all them
Jobs
has
jobs
ready
that
to
people
let
to
lost with
go.
the oil
All this
industry.
fake
all
ass
of us to
jobs report. Man,
succeed.
come on.
Them American jobs, American people was losing. They lost
In
their job,
unity,
man. They
there
work for the
is
oil industry,
That's
man. That
strength.
correct.
pipeline. Anybody even talking about
You
that
know,
yet?
our opponents
The only
in
one
this
talking about that is
race
Trump.
are out there
They not
every
even talking
day
about
denigrating America,
infrastructure for the
talking
Americans.
about how
See, she
terrible
always go off
everything
to talking
is.
about other people.
Well, my mother had another lesson she used to teach. Never let anyone tell you who you are. You show them who you are.
Oh,
Y'all
you
better
showed
listen.
that you a little whore. You sure did
America,
show.
Listen. Y'all better listen.
let
Bitch
us
slept her
show
way up to the
each
top. A
other and
whore.
the world who we are and what we
Cause she was
stand
not a natural born citizen. That's
for.
another thing. She was not a
Freedom,
natural born in the United States of
opportunity,
America.
Correct.
Her and
compassion,
Obama. They
dignity,
should have never been. Matter of
fairness,
fact,
and
they should
endless
have never been eligible to
possibilities.
run for the president of the United States. Now, Senate and all that, okay. But for the United States of
We
America, they was
are
not
the
eligible to
Mm-hmm.
run.
heirs
And that's
of the
why
Mm-hmm.
Trump
greatest
initially
Right.
questioned
democracy in the history of
Obama's
the
birthplace.
world.
That's right.
He
That's
And
right.
on
questioned that.
behalf of our
And that's
That's
another
right.
children, our
that's why another black
grandchildren,
folks
and
and other
all
people
of those who
kind of turn on Trump when
sacrificed
he questioned
so
Obama because
dearly
We never
for
heard of
our
this.
freedom
We're
and
not familiar. A
liberty.
lot of people are not familiar. The average
Must
voter not familiar
be
with
worthy
the
of this
Constitution and
moment.
what goes along the
It is
Constitution.
now
They're not
That's
familiar.
why
our
everybody
turn
need to
So it's foreign to
to
us.
learn it
do
in
what
school and take it.
generations before
Learn it.
us
So you
have
can't
Make it
done.
enforce the
mandatory in
Constitution if you
school.
don't know it.
By
You
optimism
can't enforce the
and
Constitution or
faith
Bill of Rights if you don't know
fight
it.
for
Shit.
this country
You don't know what's
we
wrong or right.
love,
You don't know
to
what's lawful
fight
or unlawful.
ideals
So you can't
we
enforce it.
cherish, and to
Shit.
uphold the
They know it.
awesome responsibility that comes with the
But she talking about
greatest,
getting rid of the Supreme Court when it comes time to them want to get their little shit passed.
the
Is that
privilege
not
and pride
tyrannical,
of
bro?
being an
That's the
American.
mother trying to take over the world country, though. Especially somebody who came from a law school, who came from a law degree.
Hey, look, can you hear me?
Hmm? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look here. Hey, look, I got to go. I can't listen to this witch all night. This witch just
Yeah,
bang
she
on.
horrible. That bitch, she horrible.
But look,
This dumb hoe.
hey, look, hey, Kamala, I'm just gonna be nice about it. Since you've been bringing up abortion so much, you know, I'm gonna be nice about it. You know, I'll give you the time of day for that. You know what? Here we go.
Nah, don't do it, man. See, that's what they want you to do. You need to be bringing up all these people that died, man, up under these damn since they got in office, man.
Well, I'm gonna bring up.
It's not just politicians and protesters heading to the Democratic National Convention today. The planned
They want you to
Parenthood
focus on
Mobile
abortion.
Clinic
People ain't worried about no
also
damn abortions, bro.
I'm not. I'm just showing you that
These people are not worried about no that. That could be their lead problem, man. Of damn abortion. These people worried about getting money in their pocket, and their security is gonna be secure. Their Social Security gonna be,
That's right.
after they retire, shit, man. Insurance is they gonna regulate these damn insurance with these companies and these other agencies and shit.
Nah, they
Regulations.
ain't. Not Kamala Harris and Jim Crow Joe Biden. No. Not Gay Obama, who put in that disastrous
Wait a minute,
Affordable
Shaq,
Care
you
Act.
back on here.
Huh?
Now, look. Now, Shaq, you and Dawson, y'all children out of school. So I want to do this right quick because this for everybody got children or whatever. Be careful, watch out, because this is what we were playing for. Dawson told me that Kamala was on. So hold on for a minute there. Stay where you at.
Yeah, roll the tape.
The now typical seasonal surge of COVID-19 is upon us, but it's hitting a little bit earlier than it did last year.
Yeah, the FDA has approved a new booster to help ease the spike. News 8's Duncan McLean is live in studio with what you need to know.
Well, this year's COVID-19 trends are following a strikingly similar trajectory to 2023, just with fewer overall cases. But August is the first month of 2024 to really buck the trend from last year, with the now seasonal spike, as you can see on this graph, hitting a few weeks early. It comes as the FDA approved a new booster this afternoon that should be available in a few days. I spoke with a doctor at Corewell Health about the numbers and the coming booster. COVID cases are climbing once again as we round out summer 2024, a bit ahead of schedule this year. Michigan reported 3,522 cases over the last week, up from 2,757 in the same time period last month, continuing an upward trend that began back in May, but is far from the numbers we've seen in previous years.
So since May till now, there's been about a fourfold increase in the number of COVID cases. That being said, is the overall burden of COVID still remains relatively low.
Along with the increased case numbers, there was a slight increase in the number of emergency room and urgent care visitors diagnosed with COVID-19. Dr. Lampin told us it's a manageable bump.
Today, we have about 31 patients currently admitted, which is well below our peak of over 400 during the pandemic.
Last year, that seasonal bump in hospitalizations eventually totaled around 100 patients. So cue a new booster formula, this one specifically designed to combat that circulating strain that's causing the slightly elevated number of emergency room visits right now. It's the third specific formula released in as many years, similar to how we see flu vaccines rolled out annually. That's a pace that we should get used to.
I think what we're seeing is COVID is starting to settle into a seasonal pattern, much like influenza does, much like RSV does. Every year, we take a look at what are the circulating influenza strains. A new vaccine gets formulated that targets the most widely spread influenza strains. We're now seeing the same thing done with COVID vaccinations.
The new vaccine formula will reduce your risk of getting COVID-19 by between 60 and 70%, and the risk of contracting severe infection between 80 and 90%. It's highly recommended to groups that are particularly susceptible to the virus, like the immunocompromised community, seniors, and those with pre-existing conditions.
Hey, pause it for a minute.
Now, the FDA did approve that new vaccine.
Okay.
It's mighty funny. Okay, I gotta ask a simple question, brother and sisters. What exactly is COVID-19 again?
That's a good question.
My friend Kamala's coming up on one of the last.
Huh? Speaking of the devil, but
I said that's a good question.
Because they talked about influenza. Because I'm supposing it's the same thing. It's influenza, H1N1, bird flu. What's the other names? All those are the same shit, bro. Swine flu. All of it's the same thing. So I suppose that COVID-19 is the same thing as that. That's why he said it's trying to be seasonal. Well, that means y'all are doing it then. They roll out every September. It roll out. That's amazing. That's amazing. Track it. All you got to do is track it. You can track this all the way back to the early 1800s when the shit started to come out, bro.
Well,
when they started this shit ever since the 1900s. It's the same shit, man. Influenza, bird flu, swine flu. It's the same exact thing. H1N1, H1N2, H2N2.
well, look,
Right.
Here go one more, just for the kids now. They know they always come with the children now.
Is we haven't really had to talk about COVID in a while, but the truth of the matter is it doesn't mean it's not out there in the background. Maybe you've noticed in your world there is some sickness going on across the community, some COVID, some not. But COVID surges seem to match back to school season for whatever reason. Is that a case again this year? Well, today I spoke with Dr. Christine Hahn, the state epidemiologist for the state of Idaho. You remember her. She and I spoke about what the COVID world looks like now. There are some things to keep in mind.
What we have right now is that with COVID, people feel like, the worst is behind us, and hope that is true. But we have a lack of interest in the COVID vaccine. We're really focusing on reminding those at high risk. So people who have immune systems that aren't 100%, people who are older, especially 65 and older, that population, think about getting both a COVID vaccine and a flu shot as soon as they're available. The fall respiratory virus vaccines are not yet available. So by that, I mean flu and COVID. Those vaccines will not be coming out until maybe September, October. Keep your eyes peeled for them, but they will both be updated to the new strains of viruses that are circulating.
And I actually just saw a comment come in from a viewer as the story was going. They're wondering about where they can get a COVID vaccine. Reach out to your primary care physician or your pharmacist. They will give you an update on when the newest vaccines will be available in your neighborhood. Also, the wildfire smoke. It's been with us all summer for weeks and weeks and weeks. It seems like it's been a summertime companion, just wraps around us and it's there with us all the time. But I have seen a question online, especially in our region, about COVID, respiratory illness, and wildfires. Dr. Hahn explains the interaction.
I haven't seen any studies on smoke and COVID in particular, but we do know that when your lungs are irritated and your throat is irritated from smoke, you are more susceptible to getting infections. Your body is not able to fight those off quite as well as it would if the air were completely, clean. I'm happy to see that the air quality seems to be getting better, and hopefully that'll stay that way.
So back to the top of the story where we talked about back to school season and COVID kind of showing its ugly face again. What is the science behind that? Well, Dr. Hahn basically told me this This is a situation of people getting back into those communal locations, families coming back from vacation, students getting back in the classroom. With more people, there's a higher chance for illness. So again, there are vaccines that are going to be available coming out in the next few weeks into September. Believe it or not, it's already here. Again, talk to your primary care physician or.
All right, now let me say something about that, because earlier today I was out and I heard a lady in the store say that if you don't have insurance, you can go to your pharmacy and get the new updated booster. And the lady was like, "Okay, that's where I go then." I said, "What the hell is going on here?" But there's two books, one by Tom Mega and Jeff Goldberg, that I always look at when I look at it. This book is called Plague Wars, the terrifying reality of biological warfare, and that's Rian. And this other one is by Charles Jacobs, The $1 Billion Sugar Cube, and that basically tells you that, about that was about the polio and how they used the sugar cube back in the day. And they made billions of dollars off these things. So remember when they always talk about this, it's money, 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 money. Hey, look, they want to get paid in full. Don't you think so?
True.
I mean, hey, didn't Rakim tell you I used to be a stick-up kid? I think all the things I did.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Dawson? Ain't that what Rakim told you? I paid in full. Don't you think they trying to get paid in full?
Hey, one day you got to come on. You got to bring up that My Alpha 21 documentary.
Oh yeah, I got to
I don't
bring
know.
that over.
Let you play it. Man, boy, that's a dinger there.
But
it's kind of long. Well, you can break it up in segments. You ain't got to do it the whole, just 30 minutes in, talk about it then. Huh? Yeah, it's about 2 hours long. No, I ain't saying play the whole thing on your, like, do it in segments. Like I said, you might do 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying, one day, then next time you do another 30 minutes, certain segments.
So, because I want people to be aware of what's going on here. Ooh, they talk about a monkeypox lockdown. Oh, yes. Here we go.
Earlier this week, we reported the World Health Organization has declared the increasing spread of Mpox, also known as monkeypox, as a global health emergency. Miana Massey is on your corner with a warning from doctors that the virus might ultimately spill across international borders.
More than a dozen African nations have seen confirmed cases of Mpox this year, leading officials to declare a worldwide health emergency. Dr. Amish Adolja, an infectious disease physician at Johns Hopkins, says the Democratic Republic of Congo is experiencing the largest outbreak by far.
There is the chance, and that chance happened.
Beep, stop. Dawson, who from Democratic Republic of Congo? The news anchor, what's her name? You know her very well, don't you?
Yeah, Rag Dog, Cabbage Patch Head, John Pierre. I mean, now the Trump wig wearing, Joy Reid.
Now, why she not? Now, I told you weeks ago what was going on. They've been trying to run a coup over there for a while now. So then they come up with the Mpox, right? They've been trying to run a coup over there. That's what's going on. And they come up with this nonsense. Okay?
Hey, but see, I'm gonna tell you too, it's because of these goddamn squatulating crackers, man. They messing with the animals, bro. They over there, they over there messing with the monkeys, and that's why they over there messing. They're trying to create, and they got labs in the middle of the damn jungle, bro. And they out here messing with these damn monkeys and apes and stuff, man. So they are catching viruses from them and extracting DNA and stuff from them, and allegedly,
you're right.
Formulating certain things.
You're 100% right.
These people are, boy, some sick ass people, man. Messing with some damn animals, man, and they spreading the diseases around.
Let me say this. I'm glad you said that, because you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with this, but this could cause some type of disease. Because in Virginia, as I told you earlier today, they saying that now that they're gonna start. You know, you pay $15 to reserve a spot, and you can go to Virginia State Park and hunt deer or something like that because they trying to manage the deer population. What the fuck kind of crazy shit is that? I said, I ain't been in no park with these damn fools shooting no damn deer. You better be trained. The fuck wrong with these motherfuckers, man? So crazy shit. So you could pass. You could look here, man. Not saying that you know they mess with no deer. Who knows what these fools will do? They might mess with some deer. How the hell I know? They might try to, I don't know, have sex with a damn deer, bestiality or some shit like that. Whatever the hell they like to do. I don't know. Shit.
Well, did you know that deer? Did you know that deer dung? Well, I can say dung, but deer, what's the word? Poop, pretty
shit.
much. Do you know if it? Well, yeah. Did you know if you get on your plants like it's called salmonella poison?
Yeah, I heard of that. Mm-hmm. Hey, man.
Yeah. But see, they ever since they even killing off our animals and shit, bro. It's deep because you messing with the deer. We know when they first go,
Yeah,
they start messing
this
with the buffalo
depopulation all
and the
around,
bison.
man. Yep.
And that's good lean meat though. See, that's good lean meat. They trying to get rid of
Deer meat.
and so we can
Yes, sir. So you
only
won't have
depend
no
on
meat.
these manufacturers. There you go. Deal with their
Fact check. Good
manufacturers and
point.
stuff, bro. Deer meat is good lean meat. Buffalo and bison is good lean meat, bro.
Yep.
Good
Pay
lean meat
attention.
because they graze the land. They eat. Actually, they're plant. They're herbivores. They're herbivores. So your protein gets your protein from plants. People didn't know that.
Man, you get
The
some
biggest
deer
protein rich I'll say gets their
sausage.
protein. Yeah.
Good.
Deer burgers, deer sausage, you got the steaks and stuff.
Deer burger, yep,
Jerky.
that's good. Good meat. Deer, yep. Good meat. Good lean meat.
If I had to eat an animal and get protein, fat and protein from it, it definitely would be deer. It would be bison, buffalo. Some people say the wild hog, not necessarily the pig, but the hog. I think in a certain way you cook it.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause that which one I ate? Was it wild hog? I think it was wild. I think
Or
I
the
did
boar.
was
You
a
might have had
wild
the boar.
hog
You might have
or
had
a
a wild
boar.
boar.
One of them. Yeah, all I
Mhm.
know, the meat tastes like beef ribs. Man, you talking about that stuff so filling and good? I mean, good meat. You talking about you beef ribs? Shoot, you ain't no ribs till you ate them. That wild hog or wild boar ribs. I have to remember which one it was. They don't want that, man. They don't want that. That's why they saying kill it. You right, Shaq. I'm glad you brought that point up. Deer is
But yeah, they
good lean
poisoning them
meat,
too.
protein.
Yeah,
You
that's
right.
I mean, they've been at a project to restore the bison. I think the buffalo and the bison, and I think they got like I don't know if they say when they first came over it was 30 million bison or something like that,
Mhm.
but they're trying to restore the bison. I think in the buffalo, but I don't know how that project is going with these new companies they're allowing. That's another thing.
Hmm.
Why they ain't talking about this damn mechanical meat? Why they ain't talking about this damn lab meat and shit? These corporations, man, a lot of these corporations come in and distribute our food source. That's not American. We are the American people, so we need to stand up for American culture, American rights and freedoms for American people, not these damn foreigners. They used to eat all that old rotten meat and shit in their country, so they ain't gonna say nothing. Eating rat and shit. They used to eat all that. You know what I mean? That shit. That's to mess us up.
Oh, by the way, Dawson, side note, I think they had Taylor Swift that came out of DNC, I think.
Oh yeah, I think I didn't send that to you, BJ.
Well, I
Okay,
mean, I knew she was
I
coming.
saw
I mean,
that.
we didn't have to see
You
it,
did,
but yeah,
yeah.
I
I
knew she.
think I sent it to you. I think I said you called it or something. Yeah, I'm not
They
Oh
pulled
yeah,
all
surprised.
the
yeah.
stuff up. Oprah Winfrey. What they pulling Oprah Winfrey out? See, this is my thing. These people ain't spoke to people and said nothing to people out to people this whole time since they've been in administration. Now y'all want to bring these people out, bro. And people gotta understand the play on that. They
Well,
gotta
didn't
understand the
Oprah
play
just
on
get
that,
her
bro.
ass roasted for that Maui stuff when her house had a blue rooftop and it didn't get destroyed in Maui and they went in on her for asking for donations. Didn't they just get on her ass about that? Why is she out? Why? See, they
Hey,
bring out these same goddamn people and dumb baby boomers and cool niggas or AKs and all these fraternities and frats. They go right along with it.
Steve Harvey. Hey, look, Dawson. Well, look, I'm gonna be dead on with you, Dawson. After I played that video the other night when unfortunately, like I told Shaq, what I told you, Shaq, today, all hope is lost when I see women leaving their panties in the damn fucking food carts at the store. So daggone, ain't no surprise I saw Oprah. All hope is lost. Just wrap this shit up. I said, these some sick people, man. We dealing with a sickness. Shaq, do you say cocaine a hell of a drug?
Damn right it is.
Yeah, well, any influencer that putting her damn panties in goddamn the store and leaving them out in the middle of the store, they ought to daggone arrest that woman on site and send her ass to a damn mental institution. So, Oprah Winfrey, you need to be a mental institute too for that color purple shit. As a matter of fact, Oprah, you looking kind of old too.
Yes.
He looking kind of old. And like my man Ray Sean Green say, Ski-Wee! By the way, where the Ski-Wee's at the DNC convention, I haven't seen them.
Nowhere to be found.
Damn,
Not
man.
even invited. Ain't in the front row. Not even invited on stage. Nowhere to be found.
Damn, Ski-Wee's doing kind of bad. It's a bad world out there.
Well, where you at, Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey? Why y'all ain't at the
They weren't
DNC?
invited.
Why y'all ain't there? Now they got videos talking about the DNC convention has a black man problem.
Well,
Man, come on.
well, they can't. Now, wait a minute. Now, they did come out and
What
say,
Bussy Rowland got to say about that?
well,
Bussy Don Lemonade. He's so desperate now. He taking it to the streets and he's still trying to confuse people and get embarrassed. Asking people who they vote for and they say Trump and they say why. He talking about, well, unemployed people might say, well, unemployment high. Like, well, that ain't what the numbers say. See how these people still try to lie? I don't get
Well,
these
see,
people.
I
That's
can't
why
listen to a
them
man.
queers and them gays, man, they are when I say they are some
hey,
immoral
Don Lemon
people.
lost to some Becky's, don't forget.
Oh, I told y'all that he was gonna lose that fight. Just wait and see. Now that's one he wasn't gonna win. What he
Look here,
did,
I can't listen to a man
them
and let
Karens
another
won't
man
let him make
beatbox on his
that.
buttocks.
No,
That's
A
all I'm
dib,
saying.
huh? A dib, right? Straight dib.
Beatboxing on his buttocks.
hey, look,
I
Yep,
I'm going
can't.
to say this about Don.
straight dib.
He ain't thinking kind of too straight.
They did come out in the interview at DNC and said they like to cater to low testosterone men. That's what they said. This ain't me saying. That's what they said at DNC.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they said it.
See what I'm saying? Bussified,
They
bussified.
say they redefine
But
it.
now, didn't I tell you that earlier, Dawson? Though
You
I
did.
said
You absolutely did.
it seems like the left, liberal, they don't
Weak
mind promoting,
man.
bringing out men that's effeminized, that's
Correct.
on the left side. But they're not gonna bring on any heterosexual man, no matter white or black.
No, that's
They're not
dead.
gonna let them
Yeah,
speak and
that's
let them.
dead.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want you got a deep voice. Oh no, they don't want it unless you
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
you know.
That'll be the last video I play.
I mean, and it's everywhere. That little, I watch Yahoo Finance. That little dude he bussified, bussified, bussified.
Now look,
Damn, Frank.
let I'm gonna play two videos. This one of AJ and the other one of that low testosterone thing, and then I'm gonna be done. Watch this here. This is interesting. This happened.
Gain and wisdom to tell you what type of people to stay away from. You hear? Miss Melody Short in the Richmond night market. I got this letter 2 years ago while I was on my deathbed fighting for my life, while my business was struggling. The folks who were supposed to be advocating for my best interests did the exact opposite. Let me read you this letter from a Miss Melody Short from the Richmond night market. If you are, excuse me, I'm sorry, dear AJ, if you are silent about your pain, they will kill you and say you enjoyed it. I want you guys to follow the irony in this letter, okay? As a divinely inspired, forgive me if I laugh at some of the words in this document, as a divinely inspired, choice-loving, woman-powered business, we are hurt and pained by the egregious actions of the Supreme Court justices. It is an alarming reminder of our continuous and active fight for justice and liberation. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, no. We are also disappointed and pained by your recent interactions on social media. As Black people, we take sides because we know neutrality never benefits us. Yet the side you took is starkly different from our values and beliefs. For ourselves and the businesses we support, we decided not to welcome you back to the Richmond Night Market platform, as the energy and effort that has been displayed goes completely against the atmosphere, curation, and brands that we support. We are certain that you can understand the importance of alignment of your business, your brand, and your beliefs. Please feel free to reach out to either of us directly if there are any questions. 2.5 years ago, I stated opinion. I was having a conversation with my cousin on my personal page, talking about how I didn't agree with abortion. And if you don't know what happened, Google it. But one of the first documents and letters that I got, correspondence that I got, was from a Richmond night market, Melody Short and Adrienne Cole Johnson. Is that her name? Now you wonder how white people, white Democrats, white liberals, and white progressives feel comfortable enough to try to run a Black man from a historically Black neighborhood. It's people like Miss Melody Short. It's people like Miss Adrienne Cole Johnson. I'm sorry, son. Yes.
When you're done talking, I can put some mic gloves on.
Some gloves? I'll get you some gloves, buddy. I got you, no doubt. Just let me finish this here, okay? You can stay with me. I'm spitting some game. I want you to stay away from people like this, okay? These are what you call opportunists. Because the letter specifically says that they are pained by my recent interactions on social media. So apparently stating my opinion publicly on a private post means that that I've done something wrong. As Black people, we take sides because we know neutrality never benefits us. A business said this to another business owner. A Black woman said this to another Black man. The side you took is starkly different from our values and beliefs. Now, let me explain something to you about their so-called values and beliefs, the music that they listen to, the movies that they watch. I've been around these people. They support artists that talk about garbage. They support artists that degrade our women. I can almost guarantee you that the men in their life have disrespected, cheated, and probably abused them in ways that you couldn't imagine. But AJ Brewer broke the ultimate rule. He said his opinion publicly. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to use our power and our privilege that we don't think that we have. And we're going to write this man a letter while he's dying on his deathbed and tell him that he's no longer welcome. The next video I do, I'm calling all of these motherfuckers out. Next video we'll do is on Mr. Floyd Miller, the Metropolitan Business League, and their inability to support Black businesses. Do I have anything else to say, son? What should we say? Well, how do you feel about people like Melody Short? Is she mean? Okay, does she do the right thing? Does she support Black people? Or does she support only the people that she agrees with? Yeah.
Let the kids even know the bullshit. The kids even recognize the bullshit. He talking about,
Now I can go get me some gloves.
You can go get some gloves. Let me just sign off here. Then anticipate this video being 5 minutes long. I'm not sure. I gotta look. But I held on to this letter, and I didn't expect to share it. But Miss Melody Short had the nerve to try to speak to me and smile in my face the other day, as if I didn't read this as I was fighting for my life. I'm gonna hit some key points again in case y'all didn't hear it. Wow. It is an alarming reminder of our continuous active fight for justice and liberation. If you can't smell the irony from these words that I'm writing on this paper, then I don't know what to say to you or that was written on this paper. But if you see this, and I don't care if you agree with me politically, because guess what? There are 8 billion people on this world. 330 million of them live in this country. 200,000 live in this city, and about half of them are black people. You ain't supposed to agree with everybody. The fight that black people keep having to have is equality and what these new people call equity. But once we get that power and that privilege, guess what we want to do? We want to do just what our oppressors do. We want to behave the same way.
Yes, sir. He didn't know. He didn't know.
Say
That's
peace,
why I
Bruce.
don't deal with Negroes like that.
Love you, boy.
I think this is a very intelligent young man. This is a very intelligent man. I think you need to bring him on. We need to bring him on and have him on the show at least, and we can get the time at least once a month or something like that. But
yeah, AJ
going
some places.
very intelligent.
We need to donate to him every time.
Yeah,
And start
But he said something about
and do a petition against these people and blast them, and everybody blast them for what they do. You don't do that because you have different political. All the man just said he wasn't for abortion. How you supposed to be when he got 3 kids?
But he said something key though.
That boy wasn't but 1 year old at the time. That little boy, matter of fact, had just been born.
And that man on his deathbed, and y'all sitting up there doing some stuff like that.
But he said something key though. That people need to go look up though.
Come in the restaurant, try to hang out again and all that shit, act like everything cool. I told you that was
and that's another thing. He said they coming in there smiling in his face like it ain't nothing. Wow. That's cool. Boy, niggas.
What do vipers do?
I think he was dropping jewels too though, because I think people need to go look up what's equality and what's equity. I think you because like he said, they throw that word around. So he was.
You right.
Go look that word up, what equality is, and look at what equity is.
Mm-hmm.
In the law dictionary or etymology, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
because I don't think people know what it is. They throw it around and see if you get equality and equity.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. Shit, I ain't gotta look that up.
Look. Let me tell you something, Dawson.
Well, maybe if you bussified. Okay. Oh, my bad, BJ.
No, you good.
Let me start.
No, you good. I just want to bring this up. That little boy wasn't nothing but 1 year old at that time. Because I remember that little boy. Now, look, I don't think the little boy number 3 years old. Because sometimes he'd be sitting on the step and he might be playing with his older brother, right? All right. Now, check this out. I'm telling you, one time I think his mama dropped something on the floor. That little boy went to the closet and got a mop for her. Yes, I'm not joking. Yeah.
He's smart.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah,
he's smart. I just heard what he said. He's talking about, Daddy, I need some gloves. I'm thinking in my head, what the hell is the boy doing? Some gloves. Then he asked him, well, do you know where they at? Basically saying, Daddy, tell me where they at and I get them. What? He's sharp. He's sharp.
Look at that boy name. The other one. I know
handsome boy.
But he way he really speak to you. He talk and stuff. Yeah, he talk to you coming there. I mean, he be sitting right there, or whatever.
Oh, the son.
Just sit right there. Yeah.
Okay.
He don't move or nothing. I mean, but that's the one I told you to do.
Oh yeah, he don't do that because his daddy. Them kids, them daddies, they respect them daddies. I'm telling you that. My son was a terror. But when his daddy was around, people would ask me, "What's wrong with Jerome? Why he being so good?" They know.
Well, that's the same child that woman tried to run on the sidewalk.
Really?
That's
That
the
was my
one.
next question to you. Who was which one of his kids she tried to hit? That's wow.
The little boy, the little
Wow.
baby, the youngest one. Yep, he was out there walking around the neighborhood, and she saw him.
AJ better than me. He glad I ain't in Virginia, because baby, I got time. I go find her. I'll show up at her door.
Well, it's crazy because what he's saying is, in the video, he said that she connected to, like, okay, so you know how these buildings now got like these apartment complexes and stuff with the business on the bottom, but the apartment complex on top. You seen them type of businesses?
Yeah,
right?
I know. Yeah, we had it here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how it is. So I think she did one of those buildings, but he went back to the court to try to get the protective order, but the judge said, the child technically wasn't harmed or something like that. So
Wait.
You heard what I said?
So if you speed through it, but if you speed through a school zone, they'll give you a ticket. They'll probably put you in jail, right?
Dawson, stay right there. As a matter of fact, in Richmond, Virginia, right now, past 5 weeks, they're actually longer than that. They've been putting up all these like 30 miles an hour speed and putting traffic cameras. They're trying to put traffic cameras in 13 schools on. Matter of fact, that camera, if you drive over a certain speed limit, will record your ass and give you a ticket. They just activated them in school. Yes. Because matter of fact, that's why sometimes I don't even try to go through them areas, because they only have police system. They just got a camera to say, and they got signs say all speeding. If you drive over 230, you get $200 fine and all this shit. But they are recording you when you go through these school zones. Yes. And they're trying to put 13 of them up. I know they got at least 6 of them or 7 of them. But they're trying to put them in every school area. Yes, that's a big thing. And then you got the mayor, he coming on talking about he tired of people talking shit about this city. I'm like, dude, like, come on, man. This shit you doing is just fucking crazy. And he running for lieutenant governor, by the way. So yeah. Well,
shout out to the real men like AJ, who's standing on a square, Angela Stanton King. They going out on these platforms, stocks and all that. Because these liberal people done got out of control. But I'm telling you, all the people being paid to do that.
Of course.
They all being paid.
But what did he say about the
woman? That's why I say they got their own cult, man.
Now, what did he say about the woman, though? He said, I know the music you listen to. I know what movies you watch.
He did. He sure did.
Okay. So,
he sure did.
So obviously I had this letter for a while, but by then that she came and spoke to him again, he probably said, okay, you coming to speak to me. See, I said that these people got nerve, but they think you forget. They think you forget. See, no. I thought that one thing that I do respect about the Jewish people, Dawson, they got the motto, never forget. Well, guess what? You got to be the same way on some of these things. Don't forget.
You took the words right out of my mouth, BJ. Don't listen to your old crooked ass pastor. Forgive, and forget. No. You forget the saying. You could forgive, but you never forget. Okay.
Now.
Yeah. Why would you even forget? Why would you even do that? Why would you forgive your enemy?
Now for me,
exactly. Like when Dylan Roof went in there and shot all them. Okay. Where was your Jesus then?
Barack Obama came. He came. He did come. Don't forget, he came. He came. Yes, he did.
Oh yeah, Black Jesus did show up. You're right.
Amazing Grace. That's right. But that's even another whole side story.
You mean mulatto Jesus?
But look, man. Well, yeah, that too.
Facts.
But
that too. Yeah.
But I mean,
light bulb. Oh, light bulb head. That's light bulb. Buzz light bulb. Buzz light bulb head.
Firefighter light head bug ass mother.
Hey, Chak, that was an AME church too, man.
Big elf-eared mother sucker. Motherfucker got elf ears.
But if it had been an Episcopal church and one of the other Catholic church, they'd have had.
Oh, you already put it out.
They'd have had security and they shit with pistols.
Oh well, you see they tried it up at that what it was some church in Dallas or something. They tried up there, baby. They was packing up in there. They
Well,
was packing.
well, but I do want to bring this up. One thing that I forgot that and I thought about this because this area where he's at, I used to hang down there all the time when I was little. Actually, I got knocked off a damn bike. Or somebody hit me on my bike when I was 15 years old and left my ass lay. I'm like, didn't even fucking stop, right? But this area, they've been building a whole lot of stuff by the river and all these areas. They done changed. Matter of fact, the church used to be called the Richard Christian Center. Now you go by there, it's called the United Nations Church. Don't know what the hell that's about. Gotta look more into that. But
well, dang.
But look, check this out. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna ride through this neighborhood one day, and I realized almost every goddamn apartment or townhouse they got in that area where they done rebuilt got a Ring camera on it. I said, what? I said, no, wait a minute. I know all these people ain't buying no goddamn Ring. This got to come with the goddamn apartment or whatever they're doing. But he moved back there because Blackwell, I'm gonna be honest with you, is a historic area. They got a lot of things going on now. Unfortunately, he said half of the people in the city are black. Used to be more than that. What's going on? A lot of people moving to the county, and you got a lot of these young professionals coming through the city. And I be like, you be looking at these white people like, I'm just telling you, I'm here. I know. You be looking at them like, damn, where these fuckers come from? Like, these motherfuckers don't even look like they from around here. And guess what? Probably a lot of them not, right? But at the same time, you be like, and these motherfuckers, some of them don't even speak. You know, they got the headphones on, the ear, they walking the dog. Man, I'm sitting there watching it. It's crazy. You know, they got the pooper scooper where they pick up this shit. I'm like, yo. I'm like, all right. So one day I just walking outside one day, and I just like the chick, what you doing? She like, I mean, you got a lot of dogs. She like, oh no, I'm a dog sitter or something like that. I just watch dogs and shit. That's what I get paid to do. I'm like, okay, it's kind of weird. But nevertheless, so I'm telling you, they got a lot of weird shit going on. That's more downtown. But what I'm saying, my dad don't live number like 10 blocks from there, right? What I'm saying is that nobody thought that this shit would happen. And what made it so insulting, Dawson, this is the most insulting. That business we had where all that stuff was going on, where Turner and them used to go to, I rode by that motherfucker after they lost the lease of the building, or they sold the building or whatever they did. And I went and looked at it. I think it's called the Golden Line. And guess who owning that building, Dawson? You ain't gonna believe some Chinese people running that shit, man.
There you go.
I said,
there you go.
Fuck? I said,
well, didn't Kamala and Joe Biden them give them that bill? That
Man,
Stop Asian Hate bill? That what y'all just saw in that money they gave them Asians? Man, come on.
Kwame Brown broke that down. As a matter of fact, Kwame Brown had an interview with that girl Jaguar Wright too as well. But I will.
They did what?
Kwame Brown broke down those grants, but he also did an interview with Jaguar Wright. Kwame Brown.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay.
But
okay, nice.
But yeah. So I'm just gonna say that about this thing with him, with AJ, it's just that this thing been going on 2 years, man, and some change, right? And it's kind of weird. I'm like, look, man. I mean, the shit. These people just say, is it over with yet? Do y'all give up? Can y'all stop? I mean, what the deal? I mean, I'm just saying, like, it don't even make sense to even be carrying on this long. Look, hello, people. I'm just being honest. On Hamilton Street in Richmond, Virginia, in the West End, abortion clinic is still over there. It never shut down. Stop this damn lie. I know you got a Planned Parenthood on 25th Street in Church Hill. Stop lying. This shit is open. Matter they built another damn clinic in Northside trying to. So abortion is not outlawed in Virginia. I don't know what the fuck this problem is. If you want to, I'm just saying, you want abortion, I just told you where the clinic is. I don't even care what the hell you do. But there is, it never got outlawed in Virginia. So stop lying and acting like this shit is bullshit. Okay? I'm just saying, Dawson, it's not outlawed in Virginia. Okay? Thank you very much. I don't know.
Not surprised.
And as a matter of fact, it can't be outlawed because they're trying to build another Planned Parenthood clinic around here.
Well, I heard the one down here. The last two, it didn't close down now. So, well, you know, Texas strict anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we got a clown show running around. I guess the one that he named, she got to be a clown to write the damn letter. So I'm like, wait a minute, man. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm just being nice. Since Harris is running for office, why you let her write a letter to Miss Kamala Harris or something like that about this? This with her grievances are. I mean, that's what you talking about all the time. Why you write her a letter? Just asking. Write the right people letters. Write Miss Hot. As a matter of fact, let me ask you a question. I don't know who this lady is. I might look her up later. Maybe not. Are you an AK? If you're not, no, don't worry about it because you ain't getting no benefit. AKs, y'all don't get no benefit neither. Y'all the biggest suckers ever right now. Y'all don't get no benefit neither. I just hate to tell you, you don't get no benefit. I don't even know what you're doing it for. I mean, hey, look, but I'll tell you what you can do, AKs. Kamala Harris ain't gonna tell you. You can ski wee and go get a booster, though. I'm sure she wouldn't mind her AKs going to get a booster, Dawson, to protect themselves.
Well, I thought COVID was going on. I didn't see nobody at the DNC with masks on their face. Man, these people.
Hey, they got you once again. Hey, Dawson. How you always say it? They get you once again. You did not pay attention. Your mom and dad, you always tell you. You know, my aunt, 96-year-old called me Tuesday. And you know what she told me? She always got a word. She always told me this since I was 4 years old. Bernard, always make sure you pay attention to details. She is 96 years old today. Okay? She says, pay attention to details. Right? Sound good. But if people ain't paying attention to details, they paying attention to how they feel and and then they get so emotional.
Or being told what to think and how to feel. Well, that's the thing. You can't be thinking for yourself. Hell, all you gotta do is go to the grocery store or go to the damn gas station. God damn.
Well, and as AJ told me one time, I'll just tell you what he told me straight out. He said that he talked to a woman who said she never thought about getting an abortion. She just wanted other women to have the right to do what they want to do. I'm like, well, I mean, that's kind of.
That's how it is all the time. They're at home with their breads and they picket fence and 2.5 kids. They all, they set. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like
like Angela Stanton King said, look at the optics. All white women outside at the working at Planned Parenthood. Ain't nobody that look like us, okay? And look at the color people going in there and coming out.
You're right.
Everybody got to pay for that. You got to pay for that. Murdering them babies like that. Y'all have to pay.
Well, Dawson,
no sin go unturned. Not when you killing little babies. No.
I don't think it. Look,
ain't gonna happen.
They need to call me. Hey, look, hey Frank. For right now, you know what they call me? They gonna if I keep doing this, they'll call me Preacher BJ. I'm gonna be hey, look, Christians, y'all might want to let me talk because y'all ain't doing no talking right now. Y'all just being quiet. You might want to let me talk. I mean, hey, look, I got a Bible in my hand too. Matter of fact, I got a Quran in their hand too. But no, I want to go by y'all book.
He who has a blood plug shall plug thy anus.
Rule the world.
Basically. Thou says, hey look, thou says, big gotcha. If y'all didn't know, that's my name. My got a book coming out. Nigga name is Big Gotcha.
Let's bring up a biblical verse.
I love it, Chak. I'm working on my book too. The Miseducation of the Sister Girls Chronicles.
Chronicles.
When you go to Miseducation Sister Girls, make sure you put this in there. Genesis chapter 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God has made. And he said unto the woman, ye have God, you should not eat of every tree of the garden. And remember that tree? Don't take that literally. Now the people take that literally. They don't know what that means, right? But that's okay.
Of course.
And the woman said unto the serpent, "We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, ye shall not eat it, neither ye shall touch it, lest you die." And the serpent said unto the woman, "You shall not surely die." Well, goddamn, didn't they tell you when you took the jab, you ain't gonna die, you gonna be safe?
Shit, and they dropping like flies.
Didn't they tell you you're gonna be safe?
He get his big ass on that tea. I thought it was a cold. I done had COVID 4 times. Man, you
Wow, 4 times?
4 times?
It's a crisis actor, though. That's a crisis actor.
Hey,
no, he didn't probably had it 4 times, Frank. Because remember, they told you, look up the study. If you took that jab, that shit replicating in you.
Well, I'm gonna play this part for you, Dawson, right here. It's a good scripture by what's the guy named Ismail Muhammad. He made a point because I thought that didn't it's saying that didn't it? I thought the serpent told you in the Bible, don't blame me, blame yourself. See, the one thing about it, see, they always tell you,
Great point.
Got
that scripture. You right.
You did it. Blame yourself. You can't blame him. Hey, look, he told you I'm a devil. I'm just doing my job.
There you go. Pay attention.
And so, did you know that the Caucasian only brought out of us what was in us? You cannot say that the Caucasian made you a homosexual.
Facts.
He brought out of you what was in you. And that's why in the Quran when it says, when the matter is decided, the devil will say, Allah, God promised you a promise of truth, and I promised you, but what? Failed you. I had no authority over you, except that I called and you came. So blame me not, blame yourselves. I deny you associating me before God. If you were dumb enough to follow me against the command that you knew was right from God, don't you blame me. Yeah, I facilitated the way for you, but if you didn't have it in you to be that which God forbade you to do. So the Bible says, resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Well, Dawson, he made it clear. Don't blame me, blame yourself.
That was a great point, BJ. We got to keep throwing this out here on these so-called Christians, man. They too damn quiet.
Don't blame me, blame yourself. I mean, you said that. Matter of fact, you know what's so crazy? He's exactly right, because when it all came down, I thought they came and told you after they tried to put them in. They said, "Well, guess what? We really didn't tell you that. We really couldn't do it. You had to do it." They told you that. They didn't have no authority to do what they did. They just told you, and you went along with it. They told you. I can't lie to you. I mean, hey, it is what it is, right?
I think we would create our own ministry.
Yeah, that's what my homeboy was saying. Yep,
Truth and righteous ministry. And you can be tax exempt.
Oh, okay.
You can create your own
I
bank
ain't
through
think
that.
about that. Oh, you sure can, because Brentwood well, he got caught for being bussified, but Brentwood Church did that. They created their own bank. It's still up and running.
Yeah, I've been saying we need to See, we need to reconstruct the things that because everybody is doing their own reconstructing and doing their own things. The LGBT,
Well,
everybody.
it's
We need
time.
to create
It's
our own.
time.
I have
It's
no problem with a
time.
church or ministry if we
Yeah,
control
you
it
don't.
and
Your
we
church.
are
Yeah,
running it.
correct. Correct.
Mm,
Correct.
you got a
And
point.
your church don't have to be. So let me. I said this on. I don't know. It was Brother Dry Bones show or something. Anyway, remember when Dr. King them, even Malcolm X them, Elijah Muhammad them, they went to mosques in the
Hmm.
churches. Wasn't they
Hmm.
talking about our rights, what we needed, what we wanted? Wasn't everybody putting their money together, doing business with one another? I mean, that's what a church was supposed to be about. So remember, they destroyed the church a long time ago. LBJ told y'all the next leader we give them will be the next leader they have will be the ones we get them. Meaning, they took ours out, right? So it's
Mm.
time because you can't keep.
Well, yeah, the ones
That's
that
why
was
I keep
representing us, yeah,
posting.
they actually was representing us.
Correct. That's why I keep posting. Is religion really working?
Well, well, I'm, I'm, a,
Yeah, it worked.
I'm, a,
It's
Oh, it's
got niggas
working all right.
stagnated. It's
Yeah.
got people
somebody,
stagnated.
Correct. There you go, Shaq. You got
Shit.
it. You got it.
for somebody.
It ain't just us. It's people around the world. You got Africans, you got Europeans, you got
Oh, they the
Asian people.
worst.
This. Oh my God, they are what? They are a
Well,
part of the sleep
if you
medicine
look
of
up the history how that King
God.
James Bible was written, that tells it all right there.
Mm. Well,
Just look up that history.
well, well. Let
Yeah,
me
he was a
one little
he was
point.
a Scot. He
Hmm.
was a Scot though, right? King James was the king of Scotland, right?
I
One of
don't
the kings of
know.
Scotland or some shit.
King
That's a
England,
good point.
King England.
King of England, something like
Mm.
that.
Mm.
Well, let me.
Okay.
But let's play who really running this thing a little bit because he gonna say that in here too.
Putting into office who will be their best agents to represent their will. And those that are in front of us, sometimes they do not even know how they are being controlled by
Hmm.
a 10% ruling class that the public never sees. But Elijah
Yep.
Muhammad said, in so
Yep.
much as there's an 85% ignorant mass, poison animal eaters, worshiping that which they know not what, and a 10% ruling class that are the blood suckers of the poor, that leaves a balance of
Look about them Jews now,
5%.
Dawson.
The 5% are the poor, righteous teachers who have the knowledge of the true and the living God. And it is the 5% who have to awaken the 85% to the 10% blood-sucking class of wicked men. And that's why it says, those who call themselves Jews, but are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan.
Yes, sir.
This is why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, after 40 years of teaching us who the devil was, instructed his
Well,
national.
but that's where you go right there. So all you gotta do is pull that out for the little Christians and ask them maybe heard this verse about the synagogue and say they tell you they don't know it. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they've been in church for 40, 80 years or whatever, and they haven't learned anything because they don't know that verse. That's a simple verse. I can pull that verse out any single time for them. I don't even have to work hard.
BJ, which is that other guy speaking? That's not Farrakhan,
That's
right? That's the young. That's
that's Ishmael Muhammad. Yes.
Ishmael. That's
Yeah.
him. That's
Yeah.
I was just finna
Yeah,
say.
and,
Okay.
and check this out because you got
Yeah,
Nur
he's
Muhammad.
pretty good.
Nur Muhammad who talks
Yeah, I
about
know
what?
Nuri.
He talks about calling Taco Bell, Taco Hell, McDonald's, McDeath, and all this stuff. Now, I'm just gonna bring this up because I mean we've had plenty of people that been on our midst or talked to us about eating these food, and I'm just sitting there. You ever I'm just looking at church now. I'm not looking at when I was a little boy. I'm like, damn, it is some obese people in this damn church right now. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Hey, look, man. I'm sorry, Stacey Abrams. I done seen a couple of y'all in there too. I'm sorry, man. I hate to say it to you. I've seen it, man. I just can't.
BJ, did Big Mama speak at the DNC?
I ain't hear about Stacey Abrams. Maybe she was disinvited.
I don't think her big ass. And I ain't even see her big. Ooh.
Well, hey, look, man.
Ooh. Uh-oh, there's some going on.
Huh?
Uh-oh, Kamala snubbed you again, huh?
Well, Keith Sweat says something just ain't right.
There you go.
Well, let me play the last video of why the men they want around you, the Democrats, the men they want are those low masculinity men, as they say. You know, they low masculinity men. They tell you.
Football coach. I mean, that's kind of the definition of masculinity. You're a high school football coach, but at the same time, he rallies those young men in an effort to protect LGBTQ students who claim they're being bullied. That is a nice modern vision of masculinity.
Protector. It's the protector, which you talk a lot. And she had that word. I'm the protector too. And that is appealing.
I ain't protecting no LGBTQ men, bro. Chill out, bro. This dumb shit you talking. But,
it's people joke about he's sort of the dad, the dad jokes, which I spent a lot of time listening to. But there is appeal to that to young men.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about a running joke that I have been making on this channel, especially if you're a man Democrat at a 90% and a woman Democrat. Take a look.
Just joyfully embracing his role as the potential vice president to the woman, the nation's first female president, is an extraordinary thing. But also to see his son weeping for his father in a deeply tender and emotional way. And then the last thing I'll say, because I think this hasn't been talked about enough, to see Democrats champion men as voices on reproductive choice, as you saw yesterday, I believe, from Amanda Zarowski's husband, tonight from Tim Walz, talking about struggles with infertility. It takes two partners to get pregnant. And for way too long, this conversation has been relegated to women or the carriers of pregnancies. And it is, I think, way overdue.
Hold it. Stop right there.
Wait.
Right here. Carriers of pregnancy. No. It's women. Ain't no damn carrier of shit. Cut that loud. Stop right there. All right, go ahead. Let the woman talk. Go ahead, Dawson.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. So he talking about it ain't just women. Did he have a little problem? Is them really like kids and them kids adopted?
He said he had IVF. He said he had a child through IVF.
That's what they say.
Hey,
that could be his old lady could be a person like Macron partner, like Big Mike. Man, we better pay attention. These people is casting spells now. Big Mike just went up there and hollered about some IVF. Wait a minute. So which one is it? Are you pro-life or you deaf-life? Because now you hollering IVF, but you got Planned Parenthood outside the DNC giving abortions. Which one is it? Or y'all doing it as a cover? Well, and so what it is if the kids ever now come out to be theirs. Oh well, yeah, you never know because it was IVF. You see how they go?
Hey, look. Hey, hold on a minute. Hey, Frank, I'm gonna tell you something funny. Now, this is funny shit for me right here, bro. Because I don't know one woman I ever dealt with that did some shit like this. So IVF for freezing eggs, whatever the hell you call it, right? In vitro fertilization. I know another one, I think a guy I know, he did it. Now, I know two people that's the ran president or been vice president or whatever, or whatever, wife, husband, the person, whatever. And I heard more people talk about IVF. So you may tell me, I don't know two people I ever talked to in conversation that openly did. Not saying they didn't do it, but I'm saying in conversation. You may tell me I don't have to do work that hard. All I gotta do is go look for these two fools and I can find that. Something just ain't right here with this picture, man. I'm sorry to tell you, man. That ain't. They act like this shit is like some shit you can just walk and do in the candy store. This shit is expensive, man. And everybody can't afford this, ain't afford this treatment, man. Stop this lie. Okay. Dawson, you worked in the hospital. I'm pretty sure every woman when walking in the door asking for IVF treatment. As a matter of fact, I know they won't. I don't even have to think about it. I already know. They're not coming in there like that for that. As a matter of fact, that's a special procedure anyway. They act like there's some shit you just walk in and get. And I guarantee they ain't gonna make these women pay for it. They ain't giving that shit away free.
Mm.
So they need to stop that lie. That's a damn lie. Miss me with that bullshit. Because that shit ain't happening like that. Matter of fact, Kim Walsh, could your wife be a tranny? I know. And when I know when it's coming down, when Pete Buttigieg say they had a baby through IVF, that's when I can know it's bullshit. Because I already know he married to a damn man.
Have men express not only their sort of their stake in all this, but also their anguish. And to have a football coach talk about the anguish of infertility, I think opens up a whole new conversation about the stakes at hand for 2024.
And by the way, and I love that you're saying that because this is about modern masculinity.
Yes. Yeah.
And in the Democratic Party, the coach that is saying that it's important for him as the football coach to be the faculty, partner for the LGBTQ
Gay
club,
Straight Alliance.
The Gay Straight Alliance. And he's like, that's something important for me to do. Because
What are they talking about? What happened? Joy Reid.
Dawson.
Joy Reid.
Oh, look at Joy with that cut off hair, Dawson. Ain't that nice?
She got that. What's up with that hair, man?
A buzz cut. Man.
She can't grow this shit or what? She can't grow
I
it. Huh?
can't see. Yeah, she bald. She bald headed. Yeah, that hair can't grow. She bald headed.
The reason why I'm looking.
My bad.
So does she really?
because if a coach is doing it, it's going to have just a little more salience, right? And it's going to help kids not get bullied. I mean, what's really been fascinating is to watch the men of the Democratic Party model a kind of masculinity that is simply 21st century masculinity.
Speaking of 21st century masculinity, how about that?
21st century masculinity.
Let the men speak on that. Let the men, exactly. Let the men
these
speak
people
on
are just the
that. This is fucking
the 21st
ridiculous.
century man himself,
What
Senator
the fuck
Booker.
is that? I thought it
They want these soft. That's what they want. They want these soft ass men out there. That's what they want. Every other man with a strong voice speaking nowhere.
Senator Booker.
They want them soft boy ass men out there speaking.
Oh yeah. Who you did the flip wrist, Senator Booker, and you know who was bussified that got up there and spoke too? Y'all better check him. That damn Hakeem Jeffries, he seemed a little bussified.
Bro,
Did y'all see that
speaking out in
motherfucker
publicly
speak?
for the Democratic, that nigga gay. You better believe.
I agree, Shaq. I agree. I'm with you on that. I'm not. If you are, I got to question you. If you a demon, I don't want to have nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Now, seriously, if you're a man and you pushing for any kind of Democrat or anything like that, dude, and you
he playing on other teams,
weird shit, then you have to be suspect. I got to put you in that category. You
right?
They only weird shit. They only weird almost stuff, man. Transition children and shit, man. Everybody on that. So anybody that's pushing for that, you need to raise your eyebrows a little.
Yeah,
watch them.
You better.
They're pushing the tranny and the gay stuff, right? They're pushing the pushing the migrant. See, and then the thing is too, not besides the weird the sexual fetishes that they like. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, why would you be for migrants coming here, motherfucking, for replacing your people? You know what I'm saying? Getting jobs. And not even just these burnt out ones from these third world, the burnt out ones. I'm talking about these. What's up with these Indians getting all these tech jobs and getting all these career jobs? See,
right? Tell it, Frank.
It ain't just these we're getting jobs and all this private sector bullshit. You know what a lot of time is? They talking about they're laying off people in the private sector because they motherfucker replacing the people in the private sector with these motherfuckers. Hello. Telling you.
Well, the Frank, the guy just played on that video, John Williams. Well, BJ played early. Either they They teach you to train AI to take your job, but AI sourcing the shit. I mean, my brother worked at the airport. Like he said, they was flying them in, letting them Indians left and right. He on the video. I'm out here in Pearland. It's full of fucking goddamn Indians. Full of them. And guess who? What they doing? Them the ones implementing and putting in the AI. To take your job. You better, man. My friend worked with some Indians, right? They own a country. He the only brother there, right? That's why he try to push a lot of people to get into tech. But he said he get in them rooms. He was in a conference room with them Indians. Man, guess how they thinking, y'all? They was like, if we ever get citizenship or ever could stay over here, we gonna work this little job a little bit, and then we gonna start off and start our own business.
That's a fact.
See how they thinking already?
All right, let's pull this up before I go. Let's pull this up. Okay, remember y'all talking about Hakeem Jeffries, right? Now I'm pretty sure Hakeem Jeffries. All you got to do, you want to find out any Democrat. All you got to do is go to the Congressional Equality Office, caucus. This is the LGBTQ rights equality caucus, people. Man. And let's see who's on there. It was formerly the LGBTQ caucus. They changed the name. Was formed by openly gay Representative Tammy Baldwin and Bonnie Frank. That was back then, right? All right. So it's 118th Congress. Now check this out. You have 195 seats in the House right now that are the LGBTQ Equality Caucus. Yes. Oh, yes. You didn't know that, did you? Okay. Let's go down here. Equality Pact. I ain't going to read all this. I want to get to some of these names on here. You got 195 Democrats on it and 0 Republicans. As a matter of fact, 1, 2, you only had, you don't had 1, 2, 5, 8, you had 9 Republicans in Congress that's been in it total. Okay, since it was invented. Okay. So let's see who's on this Equality Caucus. Dang, a lot of Democrats on. Oh shit, Dawson. Jasmine
What you got?
Jasmine Crockett.
Oh, you should have known that mammy was gonna be on there.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Pretty sure you heard her vote.
The whore bartender giving blowjobs in the men's bathroom. You should have known she was gonna be on there.
Corey
Girl, what list is this? What is this?
This is the Equality Caucus.
For that gay stuff.
Caucus.
Who on the caucus?
A Somali is on there. Yeah, I know, Ma. All right.
You said a bartender whore, Dawson?
Yeah. Man, I don't think she got Frank. She got that position being on her knees for one of her regulars in the men's bathroom. Don't get it twisted. And she got proposition. Everybody knows that.
Hey, look, who else on here? Al Green, Texas on here. Oh yes. Al Green, Texas. Sylvia Garcia, Texas. All right, what's on this thing? We got a guy in Virginia on here with name Berg or something like that, huh? Chantel Brown, Ohio. Jamal Bowman. Or the Jews got rid of you. I don't even. They need to take your name off here. You ought to find a new occupation, boy. They ain't got nothing. Oh yeah. Nancy Pelosi, of course. You know she on here. Oh yeah, that's right. There's some familiar names on here. But Jasmine Crockett is on this list, Dawson. So the woman.
Oh, I know.
The woman is all in your face talking all that smack. Man, Jasmine Crockett. Bobby Scott, Virginia. I know who Bobby Scott is. Yeah. Let's see. Rashida Tlaib, Michigan, a Palestinian. Oh shit. Damn.
Really?
Maxine Waters.
Well, wonder why she lost her seat. She lost her seat then for that.
That's Corey Bush.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Is she coming up for her seat?
I think so. She might be coming up for a seat. But
okay, my bad. Okay.
Maxine, we'll see what I think it's every 2 years. Maxine Waters, she on the list. As a matter of fact, Jim Clyburn, you need to be on the list too for that dumb shit you said. You said that Joe Biden is a modern day Martin Luther King. You need to be on the list too.
He need to be on a fire squad, in front of a fire squad.
Well, hey, I mean,
Disrespect Dr. King like that.
Hey man, that's how it go. But this is the Equality Caucus, and yes, your woman that changed club. Hey, Dawson, I ain't tell you a lie. I just could not get over the lace front with what's her name, Jasmine Crockett.
I told y'all.
I said, man, hey, Frank, man, look, man, I'm gonna be dead on with you. Summertime. I know it's 100 degrees in Texas. At sometimes, man, let me tell you something. Dawson, you know this for a fact. When them women got them lace fronts in their head, they be sweating like a mother. You can see everything coming out their damn head in a minute there. You see them damn heavy ass lace fronts they got on in the goddamn.
That's true.
So, Jasmine Crockett, I don't know what's going on. You might need to find your stylist. They're not doing a great job. Just be honest, man. You can put some micro braids in or something, man. I mean,
yeah, I know, right, BJ? See, you a man and you even know that. Get some damn braids at least. God, no.
She's looking wild, man.
Well, I mean,
looking horrible. I mean, came up there with the. Did you see what she had on when she spoke? Damn, did you go in your grandma's closet?
Well,
it's like, girl, somebody really don't like her. Who's setting her up like that?
Side note. When I was like 15 and 16, we used to my mom, we had my cousin was a beautician and stuff. So they take me to the my cousin hair shop, get my braids or whatever done for free, right? And so we was in there, and the girls who back then get the micro braids, they was in the braiding and stuff like that, back then. That's why I said these women that I be seeing with out here in these political positions and working these places. I mean, all this lace fronts and wigs. I used to see the braids, the crotchet braids, all this stuff, because I had a cousin that was a beautician. So I used to see this shit all the time. So I'd rather them just go with the micro braids and stuff. It looked more attractive. I mean, I'm not really a fan of you going to all these.
They scared, man. They don't, bro. Remember Michelle Obama said, "Now you the first lady, and you mean to tell me you couldn't set the standard, bro? You still try to go with corporate America, bro? When you're over corporate America? Oh my God, chumps, man, suckers. So what the hell? Why y'all getting these positions if y'all not gonna make any influence? You know what I'm saying, for the people that look like you, bro? And y'all worried about what everybody else is thinking. No.
Well, here's my thing.
A slave, man. They teach you how to be a slave. They teach you how to be a slave, dog.
Well, that's all they was preaching at the DNC was you to be a slave. We not going back. Going back to what? I don't want to go back to high inflation, high gas,
well, you ain't going
high
back.
insurance prices, high taxes. What the hell we want to go back to that for?
You ain't going back there. That's already here.
I'm telling you, some of these people. You know what? I'm gonna start. Okay, don't put no batter in my back. I be down there at not only Texas, but down there at Trump at the White House talking about, hey, some of these people useless eaters, we got to get rid of them.
Hey, look,
we need to put them in them cans and make them go pick the potatoes. And we don't need no illegal immigrants. We can get all the dumb ones out there to go pick it.
Hey, Dawson, wait a minute.
Food in the cotton.
You might die hot failure. But look, check this out. but look. But this is what I want to say about it. So when I look at this stuff, and don't even get me started on my great aunt that's 86 years old. That could be a whole story in itself. But what I'm saying, I took her to the store 2 years ago because she had been having some health problems. I took her to the store, and she was like, "Come on, Bernard, just walk down here." She will literally, if a woman got too much makeup or eyelashes on, if she can help it, that woman won't even go in your goddamn line. I'm trying to tell you, this shit is wild. Right? So what I'm letting you know, she will tell you that you cannot bring certain women to meet her. She don't want nothing to do with that shit. See, she just was sitting there when I ride her back home, and she was just saying, we used to be so proud. We didn't have all these crazy hair colors, all the tattoos, et cetera, et cetera.
She's absolutely right.
But she still calls me. I mean, she actually, when I was younger, she did give my mom and them some money, and her, my other great aunt, who was a realtor. They did have me going to private school about 8-9 years. So, like I said, I always thank her. You gotta talk proper grammar when you come over there, though. But nevertheless, some people don't like her. I love her. I mean, so she gives me books. So, show that play. There's a lot of things, a lot of lessons I learned in the house. She's still alive today. I think she turned 87 next year. But whatever the case may be, what I'm saying is, she done had her car for 20 years. Great lady. But what I'm saying, this thing with these braids and things, like, just you can put the braids in, and not like Big Mike that said, "Oh, we couldn't wear our natural hair because white folk were looking at us." Let me tell you something, man. These people got it fucked up. Let me tell you something. You know why these white women was getting all them butt injections and stuff? That's what this would make me sick about the BBLs. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna go, but the BBLs, what the fuck do you need that shit for? When actually back in the 90s, remember when Sir Mix-a-Lot had "I have big butts, I cannot lie," blah blah blah, that song right there. Well, remember they used to have a thing of "Joking with the Men with Jungle Fever," remember, or the white girl with the pancake ass. They always used to show sister. Well, remember, who was getting the lip injections? Who was getting the BBLs and the buttons to do it?
That's true.
So why the fuck is somebody trying to imitate you, and now you're not imitating them, because you really don't need the shit. You're not even imitating them. You're just being a couple of damn facsimile or whatever the hell they got going on. As a matter of fact, these women with kids that would go down to the Dominican Republic and these other areas to go by light doctors who may not even be doctors and die on a deathbed with a operation table because they want a BBL. And then, unfortunately, Dawson, just last thing I'm gonna say, because one of my friends told me one time when Michelle Obama was the vice president, and now same thing with Kamala Harris. I didn't love myself until Michelle Obama got in the White House. Well, I told him, if you're dating a woman that says she didn't love herself till Michelle Obama got in the White House, you might want to do something about that, bro. Sorry, man, because that's some crazy shit. Because if she don't love herself, if she love you, I'm just asking the question, man. Right? I'm just asking the question. Because that is some low self-esteem bullshit. But unfortunately, Dawson, that's the way women feel. They feel it's like the AKs when they saw Kamala Harris, they got like they thought they landed on gold mine. Well, AKs, by the way, before it's all over, make sure y'all get at least 50 to 45% of positions in the cabinets. If not, don't even talk to me because you got played again.
I'm a show posted on Facebook and tagging that the AKs.
Y'all better get 50%.
It's kiwi. Seems like y'all got dumped on like doo-doo.
And look, I'm just saying, Shaq and Frank, I'm just telling you, look, I ain't tell you a lot, man. When I was young, I used to like a lot of cheerleaders, man. But I don't want these cheerleaders, man. These cheerleaders, I mean, look, I'm telling you, these cheerleaders, I've been seeing these AK sorority. They ain't as active. They've been eating Howard the Hog or something. Because the AKAs used to be just to be nice. I mean, all Deltas, all of them used to be kind of sexy to me, but cheerleaders and shit. But I don't know what the hell happened in the last 20 years, man. These motherfuckers look just, I don't know what the hell happened to them, man. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, man. Sorry, Dawson. I mean, you look nice, but these AKs, they really not looking nice. You know what I'm saying?
So these people have taken oaths, bro. They've taken oaths to these social clubs.
Yes, sir.
And don't be fooled when they talk about us and we. That ain't not the us and we is not you, bro. They took oaths to these social groups, so it's misleading. It's misleading.
Steve Harvey not getting
when they
paid.
say us and we.
Steve Harvey telling you, I'm not getting paid. I'm just doing this because I'm supporting Kamala.
The hell if he ain't. Prove it. Prove it.
Hey, look. Hey, Shaq, before you came on, Steve Harvey was saying that he went to Trump Tower when he went to go meet with Trump because he wanted to go talk to Ben Carson. I'm like, come on, man.
Well, I mean, I heard that he said that when Trump was in office, he said to mention that,
Yeah. Yeah, you believe it?
But my question is, we know that's a lie because you didn't know no damn Ben Carson prior to going in there. So
Good point.
lying out.
You know what's so crazy?
Good point.
And Ben Carson actually, he's a doctor actually. It's the funny thing about it. Actually, a lot of people know Ben Carson. Ben Carson, talk about. Hey, look, I hate to tell you this, Dawson. By the way, I will give Ben Carson credit for one thing. Hey, Ben Carson, you better than Kamala Harris. You're not married to a Jewish woman.
Well, hold on. Let's get into the identity politics for a minute. Whether it's pandering or not. Trump did. He put a lot of black motherfuckers in his office too. He got it, but if they wasn't doing the job, then he'd get your ass up out of there if you ain't doing the job though. See, if you ain't qualified, he'd get your ass up out of there though.
Man, I'm a racist at the DNC talking about Kamala Harris, man.
I'm a roaster.
What?
Yeah,
no way. Ain't people sick.
Pull up Omarosa, Monica Newman, or whatever the hell her name is. She got a couple of names and shit. As a matter of fact, I think Omarosa.
You talking about the Omarosa? Hold on. Omarosa, spell that.
Man, that woman, she was at DNC. I can pull it up, but I look, Omarosa was at the DNC, man. She's supporting Kamala Harris.
I see the clip of her and this other dude. And she kind of didn't want to go too hard on Trump, but she kind of, the other guy though, was saying, she was like, man. Oh, man. Yeah.
Omarosa Manigault Newman, because she got married to a guy named John Allen when she was born February 5th, 1974. She is 50 years old. And as a matter of fact, she done got some dreadlocks now. Oh, shit, Dawson. She got a picture with messing, scratching, bumbling Jesse Jackson. Yes.
Is this the lady? She got glasses? She got glasses on?
She wear glasses sometimes, but yeah.
I seen her. I watched the YouTube with her and this dude.
Video. I know.
You saw it?
Mm-hmm.
Why you should have played it a little bit because they was very obviously. Old boy was like Trump had did. He was kind of hurt. They Trump kicked their ass to the curb. So
well, Omarosa.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. Omarosa was on The Apprentice, man. Everybody know about Omarosa. She worked in the Clinton administration too. But she was recording tapes of Trump or something like that when she was in office and all this other shit. Then she started calling him a
So was she an agent? Oh, so she was an agent then.
She opportunist, man. I tell you, I think Omarosa Haitian, man.
Oh, that's true.
Omarosa the Haitian, man.
Is she?
I think
could be.
But
could be.
But
what's her last name?
It done changed like 2 or 3 times, man. But it's Omarosa.
He's comedian in there, baby.
Omarosa Manigault Newman. Matter of fact, she used to date. It's kind of funny on this thing when they say her partner, because they say partner from 2012 to 2010 and 12 was Michael Clark Duncan. You remember Michael Clark Duncan, the actor? That was her former partner, as they say. So yeah, that's another interesting thing now. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
These women get around, man. They get around, baby.
I'm just being nice. I'm gonna be nice about it. Tupac said, "Everywhere we go, we see the same hoes." So it is what it is, man. I mean, hey, man. You got Taylor Swift at the DNC. You got, I think even Beyonce might have been there. Or Beyonce is endorsing Kamala Harris, by the way. So, right. Spike Lee was there. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Spike Lee, can you do the right thing instead of the wrong thing?
Hey, well, your boy just got they just gave your boy the key to the city.
Who? Jay-Z?
Sloppy Joe.
Oh, Fat Joe?
Yeah, key to New York City. Yeah.
New York? What the fuck? Well.
Hey, look, I'm listening to the star report. Yeah, that's what we got in the title, bro. They're going in. Yeah.
Well, Fat Joe, really tell you the truth, I'm be honest with you. I don't have a single Fat Joe album in my CD case, so that's good for me because I know goddamn well Fat Joe. I would have a Big Pun album, but I'm sorry, man, but it is what it is. Fat
Punisher.
Joe, you were hanging out with Kamala Harris in White House for marijuana, but it is what it is. Okay, Fat Joe, but whatever, never mind. Let me Go get my clothes that dry and stuff. But Dawson, go ahead and talk. You know, you can close us out, Dawson. This actually been kind of funny.
The Dawson man sleep, man.
Oh damn.
Hey, BJ, real quick. Hey, you wanna play that little, what's the name of the Korean girl that got shot? The little update and shit. That shit is suspect.
I played it the other day.
No, there's an update on that shit though. That shit is kind of suspect.
All right, I'll play it, man. I gotta get stuff.
No, because it's like, no, because it's weird. Because it's like now you see a Asian female. You know what I'm saying? Getting shot by the police. So it's like it's really weird dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, Frank. But it's not. You're just saying it could be. You know, but it's just a coincidence that the leader of the Asians is vice president, and now is seems like it's being selected for the head of state.
Look, yep, because they
is it the head of state or is it the head of the Asian state?
Yeah, they just said a Korean dude out here in California just got killed, supposedly. He just got found dead in Koreatown. See, they're gonna push back to this Asian hate. They're gonna start pushing back to the Asian hate stuff.
Well, look, you know what? It's a lot of videos. Now, you know what? I pulled this up, Frank. So I'm gonna tell you why I might play it, but I might not, because they got a whole. I pulled this up. There's a whole lot of stuff, even from 2 years ago. 3 Korean women shot into the hair salon. There's a whole lot of stuff about Koreans being hurt in these YouTube clips.
But there's some clips about them busting black women's asses in these stores too, though. In these nail salons.
Look, 9 years ago, South Korean woman was shot dead in robbery in Philippines. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff about Korea. When you pull this stuff up, you don't know what the hell you might pull up.
You know, throwing acetone on black girls and shit in the nail salon and shit. But see, that's on y'all for still going to their making them rich and shit, putting their kids through college. That's on y'all. You know,
here we go. Here you go, Frank.
You know, that nail shit is a bunch of bullshit. That's some unnecessary shit. A broad don't need to have no nails fucking with me. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You better have a brain in your fucking head. Right?
Was shot and killed after officers responded to a report of a person having a mental health crisis inside an apartment in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Well, now just over 2 weeks later, representatives for her family are speaking out and demanding justice. Fox 8's Kendall Green is live in Fort Lee with more. Kendall?
Hey, good evening, Natasha. Advocates are calling Victoria Lee's death an immeasurable loss, echoing similar sentiments that we gathered when she died just a couple of weeks ago. But they're saying her life should not have ended the way it did. A little more than 2 weeks following her shooting death.
We've been talking about that shit for years. This happens to us all the time. It ain't the same. They don't got the same energy when it's us.
Group is standing together in their push for justice on behalf of 25-year-old Victoria Lee.
We demand accountability and justice for Victoria and her family.
We need to know what happened that night. Why a call for help ended in a tragedy.
On July 28th, just before 1:30 in the morning, Fort Lee police officers responded to a mental health crisis call from the 7th floor of the Pinnacle apartment complex from Lee's mom and brother. Her brother told police she was holding a knife, though advocates revealed Tuesday, based on her family's account, the knife wasn't in her hand when she was shot to death by police officer Tony Pickens Jr. inside of her apartment.
She dropped the knife about 7 feet away from the door.
You mean feet?
But she got shot at right next to the door when she was holding a water jar.
Henry Cho, the attorney now representing Lee, says her mom was trying to get her to a hospital for help since she's had similar episodes before, adding Lee became agitated to learn police were already on their way. They say when officers arrived, her mom locked the door, asking police to wait outside, sharing there was no threat to her family's safety.
The officer finally kicked the door and opened the door. He saw Victoria next to the apartment, in the apartment, right next in the apartment. And saw Victoria holding the water jar and shot her at right there.
A witness we spoke to the day after the shooting, confirming what he saw and heard.
As soon as they popped the door, I heard a shot. Boom.
As a grieving family who saw their loved one gunned down, prepared to view her last moments alive on body cam footage in just a matter of days, convinced her death was unjust.
He sounded like he was a teller too.
They could have done it with a phaser gun, but they really used
You mean
this
a taser?
lethal weapon. So, well, we couldn't understand why it happened, and they just did it.
But see, it's not the same energy what happens to us. Everybody talks
AG's
that
office
shit
to
that
confirm
happens
the
to us,
family's
but
account of the
it's
shooting, and so far they haven't
somebody else.
provided any additional details. That's latest from Fort Lee. Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.
It's always tragic, man, when somebody get gunned down like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? No matter who they are.
All right. Well, something to look into. I don't know if it does. She might be asleep. I can understand. Frank, go ahead and shout your information, bro. Shit. Go ahead.
You can catch me XX Frank Nitty XX. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Holla at your boy, man. Hit me up on Instagram, same thing. And then also hit me up on the other Instagram, Frank Jones 8115. You know what I'm saying? Holla back, salute.
All right, Shaq, go ahead and shout your information, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all can catch me damn man, Facebook, man, they've been shutting me Instagram, man, they've been shutting my live stream down, man.
Well, wait a minute.
I don't like that shit.
Don't feel bad. They did Darren Muhammad 3 times last night. He played old clips of Phil Donahue. They shut him down 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with these platforms, man. If they want you, don't want you to play this certain audio, man, and videos, man. It's like, bro, this shit is on YouTube. Man, we playing it from YouTube through YouTube. Damn, what the hell?
And look,
shit.
That Phil Donahue stuff is like 30 years old. I can't believe that. I said, damn, they really going that hard over some old shit like that?
What's the content, bro? It's the content, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
It's the content.
They don't want to have, look,
They
let me
don't.
be real, Frank and Shaq. They don't want to have they don't want you talking about no real conversation that could go against anything they want. And put like that.
Yeah, man, they really put it off to Gustavo, baby.
Well, yeah.
Propaganda machine.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of your friends and family have fallen for the propaganda. But it is what it is. We're going to get the information out one way or another. So we just have to keep on digging at it piece by piece. So that's how it goes. I'll be back on.
But yeah, you can give me a say it again.
I'll be back on next week to talk about some health and things because we gotta get ready for the. I told you it's 54 degrees last night. I mean it was morning, so this is not normal. So people
Yeah, because guess what? Next month is what?
Fall.
Next month is what, Frank?
Flu season.
Oh shit! It was September, right? Not 11.
Next one is what, Frank?
It's not 11, right? Oh, you said next winter? You said next winter?
Next month is what?
Not 11, September.
It's prostate awareness.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah.
People forget about the man. How you gonna have reproductive if you ain't got the goddamn man involved?
I gotta get my shit checked.
Exactly.
Prostate awareness.
You know what? As many times I don't talk about prostate this year on this show, they're just trying funny.
You gotta keep talking about it because obviously don't nobody goddamn care. We gotta make them care. Damn, how you gonna have reproductive if you ain't got a goddamn prostate? If your prostate is jacked up, and you know.
Well, no,
Damn.
because we talked about it a couple of times, so I don't really relegate this shit to a month. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, we talk about it. So that's why I'm saying we gotta keep talking about it. That's why last year I extended it from September and just, took it on off the rest of the year, closed off the rest of the year. 2023, we're talking about prostate and men's health. Yeah, we men. Damn, how can we talk about somebody else when we talk about our own damn health and ways we could prevent and restore and
Tell you what. Okay. Let's do this. All right, September we talk about prostate cancer month in Dawson. I don't know if you sleep or not, but in October we can talk about breast cancer, and then we can continue it on though.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, y'all can tap in though. Shaq _ Edwards on Instagram. Shaq Edwards on Facebook. Shaq Wall on YouTube. Talk about.
Yeah, matter of fact, Shaq, you're gonna be the only one talking about breast cancer month, really, because these fools don't even talk about prostate cancer awareness month doing the goddamn month.
Right. Yeah. No. Oh yeah. No. I gotta go hard. I'm going hard. I'm going hard, man. So best believe my be watching out for Instagram and Facebook Live because I'm gonna be going hard, bro. I'm gonna have to go in. You know what I mean? And just
Well,
gotta put it in their face.
It's like in America right now, you got two choices by the Democratic Party, obviously. Democratic Party get about two kinds of black men, Frank. You know who them two kinds of black men are?
Huh.
They want bussies.
The ones that's got titties and the ones that's got bussy.
Well, no. You got the bussies. You care about the bussies. And black men, they can shoot down in the street for political advantage or sire. That's what they care about. Yep. Either you're dead or alive. And if you're bussy, you're really still dead because you not reproducing. So you're still dead. So, with that being said, I'm out, but y'all take your time.
Absolutely.
All right, peace.
Anytime.